Hello! What's up? Good evening, and welcome to Fates and Fables. Nice. Almost everybody. Okay, Gearhearts Rising. All right, fine.
We need to practice that beforehand.
Yeah. Nope, it's unscripted.
We should have done that instead of talking about dinosaurs.
No,
talking about dinosaurs is in fact very important. It's the best thing we could have done.
Well, it was still dragon related, so it's fine. It's all good. But this is Gearhearts Rising. Sorry we're a little late to get started here, but we were getting... Should I tell them? No. All right. No. We're technical. Sure. We'll go with that. But we're here and we're ready to play. Sorry we had to skip last week, but again, some other technical issues, a lot of weather considering, a lot of crazy stuff going on, but we're ready to get started now. So real quick intros, and then a real quick other intro, and then a real quick recaps for the plays of D&D. Sound good? Okay, take it away. Nick, you're first.
Cool. Nick from Oregon. When in doubt, even when the power is out, you can call on Volt to give you a jolt to make these rats see if revolt.
Oh, nice! I like that.
Practicing helped.
Okay, I like. All right. Welcome back, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up.
I'm Cody. I was playing Freelast Akra, and I gotta tell you, man, I was lagging out a bit there, so I'm... Shut the fuck up. I'm a little lost right now. That's what I was gonna say, okay? I mean, you're really, enhancing the pun while at the same time annoying me. It's a talent. That's all I got. Next up.
Welcome back, Cody. We missed you.
I missed you guys. I missed everything about this.
All right. Next up.
Oh my gosh, there's me. I'm Kayla. I play Alona. I always forget. She's top-up artificer. She's got a misfit. She's got a homie. And she's got a lot of problems. That's it.
Perfect. Love it. And all of it was true. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
Well, I guess I'm Crab. I play Geel. I'm not actually a giant crocodile, man. Anyway, I'm here to kill stuff. Especially red guys.
You're Crab?
Look, reality is a very thin line of fantasy. Whatever. Someone next.
Guys, with all the confusion in the chat, I can only assume that I am in fact not playing Freylast. I'm playing Crab, and Crab is actually Geel in real life.
Yeah,
what's going on in chat? I want to see what's going on in chat.
I want to be a crocodile, man. That'd be cool.
It would be pretty baller. Crocodiles neat.
I had to eat all meat, but hey, whatever.
Mother, I play Persephone Sharonford Vanderoth Kearney Day Renard III, and she's starting to think that we need to get a little better about wrapping up loose ends and making sure everything's done before we leave an area.
Oh, absolutely.
Nah.
Well, to be fair,
want to come back.
I think Alona's dad was about to die, so we had to leave.
True.
Yeah, my dad
did leave loose ends in
next time we will kill the dwarf. Don't worry.
And we'll be leaving loose ends here when we leave too.
Let's just have a new policy. Anyone we don't like, we kill them.
We're buying timeshares. Isn't that a thing you're supposed to do?
Anyone we don't like, we kill them.
Alona
2021. All right.
I have a number of concerns regarding where that would end up going, and I have to suggest that we don't do that.
Are you disagreeing with me? I don't like it when people disagree with me.
Six,
I am disagreeing with you.
I'm just waiting. It's fine. Kevin, I play Styx, the friendly neighborhood goblin, who might have a new policy of leaving a trail of fire behind him. Just to burn all the loose ends.
And apparently killing all the loose ends. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Let me go ahead and do this little thing because it's something I like to do because it's fun. So, uno momento. Let's do this dang thing, huh? this, and boom, right? Yes.
Mm.
And
Maybe.
boom, right? Nice. Okay.
What's
cool.
happening? I'm very confused.
We got it. We're in. We're doing it.
Are you lost?
I am. Yeah, I am. Thank you.
Apparently.
Thank you for elaborating on that.
Would you say that's accurate instead of accurate? I don't know.
I don't know. I was trying to figure out a way to make Frey sound like very, so very lost.
Frary.
Oh.
Frary.
Oh no. Oh no, my internet is lagging out. Oh no.
You know you love it. You know you love it.
Yeah, you
So
see.
you should
Just
be
mad 'cause
proud.
you didn't think of it first.
Fair enough. All right, well, so let's get into a real quick recap here. Last time on Fates and Fables, Gearhearts Rising. Thank you. All right, nice couple more people. We're getting there. We're getting there as we go. All right, so the Gearhearts in Scavenger City here have recently befriended a halfling known as Dr. Jin Goodfellow. And after you helped procure his daughter from the grasp of the Three Tails, this mafioso-type criminal syndicate under the umbrella company known as the Red Buzzards here in this mountain metropolis, really. It's a really big city.
Yes, they are an umbrella company.
Right? You got the thing. Which is weird because I don't really know if umbrellas actually exist in this world. I mean, it is steampunk, so I mean, I'm probably sure there is somewhere. Anyway.
Do they make zombies, though?
Umbrella Company? No. Maybe. Maybe? No.
I mean, if umbrellas exist, then hopefully we have Umbrella Academy too.
Yeah.
Which is a great show, and I also got through like the first 2 seasons, but I haven't watched it.
Not sponsored.
I gotta get the rest of it. Anyway,
So good.
we should just talk tonight, all right? We should just hung out and talk. There's not a lot talked about, but
Well, it's been a great session, guys.
deuces, we got stuff to do.
We gotta catch up.
But, gosh, where the hell was I? Umbrellas and Red Buzzards and the city. Okay, so you guys were able to help Jin, get Hope, get back upstairs, and then everyone kind of got to work on all their little side projects. Volt and Styx were working on some projects in Jin's shop. Persephone and Alona were working with their chemistry sets, making some different kind of grenades and things. Gio was getting a new leg. Frey was being kind of weird. And some other things are blossoming. There's goblins, love goblin in the air. I don't know, maybe, perhaps, winky winky. So after you helped find Hope, you stayed over at the makeshift hospital of Dr. Goodfellows, and then the next morning you had some breakfast, which you then leveled up. And we heard some loud gruntings outside as Gio and Styx were doing their morning exercises and learning some new maneuvers. Volt worked through the night to continue to work on Styx's bike, among other contraptions. And and then, let's not forget, a very in-depth conversation with this elderly dwarven fellow known as Skurgund, who is a high-ranking member of the Three Tails here in Scavenger City, to which you procured him out of your secret compartment closet. And after some pretty interesting rolls and pretty interesting persuasive conversations, seemingly agreed to work with him to find a backdoor access to the main building tower here in Scavenger City, where the Three Tails headquarters is, to take out the top of the chain, who you now know as Harley. I believe only Ilona has specifically seen her through the eyes of her spider, but the contract has been written between you, the agreement to meet back with Thurgund at the mines in about 7 hours time or so, to lead you in under the guise of this backdoor trap? No? Entrance? Yes? Who knows? We don't know. We have a couple hours to figure that out. But in the meantime, as he takes off, I believe he took your spider with him so you could still listen to his conversations. And no one knows where the hell Styx is, but that's not uncharacteristic of Styx. So that is where we left off, and that is where we're going to pick up, guys. So as the dwarf has taken off and Jin and Hope are starting to pack up some of their things, Jin has allowed you guys to have this extra hour that he's kind of picking up to figure out anything else you want to do in his shop, and then they are taking the rover and they're heading out. So, anything you guys want to do before they're kind of packing up and leaving here?
I have to finish up with the workshop.
Yeah, Volt and Six would have another hour or so to work on some things.
Six
isn't there. Never mind.
Yeah,
maybe
so I was
he
going
is
to
there.
have the ladies out.
He's just in the workshop.
I guess I would go with somebody to go look for those dingus peoples, so we have some extra people.
Okay.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. I'll tag along. Hey, can I get some of that bug jerky?
Yeah, I give him some bug jerky.
Kind of munch on that and walk along with him then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I still need to get that information about that lifting routine from the big guy. I forgot his name.
Oh, isn't he just robot?
Well, no. I mean, looking at the guy, he's probably fucking juicing at least a little bit. But I mean, it still takes work.
All right.
Okay, so we have Frey and Percy and Gio going to find the Dingus boys. Styx is gone.
Yep.
So that leaves Ilona and Volt. So Volt, you're going to continue to work for the next hour or so until they decide to leave.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll some Tinker's checks here for me. Did you get a chance to sleep? I can't remember. You were sleeping.
Yes, I slept during the whole game last time.
Session last time. Yep.
All right.
So go ahead and get some rolls in there real quick. And Ilona, while he's rolling, what do you like to do in this time?
Such a good question.
That's why I asked it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to give you an answer.
That's what I do.
Fucking saucy in
That's
here.
That's what I do.
Anything else come with us?
I mean, do you want to listen to the spider the entire time?
I could. Yeah, that's probably a lot smarter. Yeah, I'll do that.
I really shouldn't be saying these smart things as Jill, but
No, Jill, you have good instincts. Just go with your gut.
No, he'll eat everything.
I was about to say that chair looks really delicious. Anyway, let's just go.
I mean, they're leaving, so you can probably eat the chair. I don't think he'll mind.
I wouldn't recommend doing that. They might want to take it with them.
Well, I mean, aren't they just taking the entire place, but it's just gonna be on a cart?
It is a cart.
Yeah, it's like this is just like a mobile home, basically. Anyway, let's go.
All right, I'll spend the entire time listening to the spider, and if I hear a new voice, I will momentarily switch to visual, and then I'll switch back to just so I know who's saying things, and then I'll switch back to.
Okay. Let's see where to start.
How's Styx doing?
That actually might be where we're starting. All right, cool. So, Styx, let's start with you.
Yep.
So as you start to follow the dwarf out of Dr. Goodfellow's, I know you already rolled stealth. Go ahead and roll, let's say survival, since you're going to track this guy.
Yep.
I know your stealth was already a bajillion, so I'm not going to have you roll that.
That's a total survival 21.
Okay. Do. Get money. Okay. So, for the first part, maybe like 20 minutes of walking or so. Again, he's, it doesn't really seem like he's in any sort of pace to get anywhere in particular. But after about 20 minutes or so, he does, he kind of walks around some of the main roadways. And if you remember, some of the main thoroughfares here in Scavenger City are these really expansed width walkways that a lot of the storefronts are kind of on one side, and it's this big kind of open spot in the middle that you can kind of see down to some of the other levels. So it has this really kind of not perfect by any means kind of spiral to this city as you're going. And there's one large city pillar where you would guess would be the Three Tails headquarters. But as you're walking along here, it's not too difficult for your smaller goblin physique to kind of mix and mingle in with the other people here. And the one thing I would also say you notice as you're doing this is that I think I might have mentioned to you guys before, very much different comparing the populace here versus like Imbric. Imbric was very much human, dwarf, gnome, elf. Kind of the four main houses is the four main civilizations that you saw here, the different races. But now that you're here, I mean, every now and again, like you saw in Arsenal, there was a Dragonborn there. There's like even a couple more Dragonborn walking out here. There's dwarves, there's half-elves. Actually, you swear you see this like kind of taller gentleman, and as he's like, you kind of see him from the sides, you don't really notice, but when he turns his head, you see these elongated horns kind of coming out to a point on the side. We would know to be a minotaur. You see like Elias, you just see a whole mix of all these different, like, you know, not goblins, nope, not goblins. You see gnomes and halflings, just all sorts of different ups and downs and lefts and rights of races and heights and things. So not too easy to not too hard to blend in. Eventually, you're going to see him kind of like flag down one of these airships that are kind of flying around. And when you see this airship come down, it has this interesting, it's not very big, maybe like 10 feet long by 5 feet wide, but it's not very fast either. It's kind of like putting along. And you notice as it kind of like docks in that middle corkscrew area where you can see the different levels, so it kind of comes down to meet him at the side, almost like the curb, but a very dangerous curb if one were to drunkenly stumble off of this one. But he comes up, and as it gets a little bit closer, you can see that this little mini airship that's flying around actually has this like kind of old oriental wood look to it on the sides. Definitely more boat than airship looking. Has this really ornate kind of darker crimson red kind of canopy over it, which when you think about it doesn't really make much sense. There's no sun in here, but maybe just more for the aesthetic. And as it pulls up, you hear where's it at? Where'd it go? There it goes. Okay. You see this gentleman kind of off to the side. And as he pulls up, kind of an older man, kind of balding on top with like kind of gray long hair on the sides and these kind of spectacles that are really, really thick. So even from the distance, you can see it like kind of makes his eyes kind of like bulge out a little bit. And as it pulls up, he goes, "Oh, welcome to Walk and Roll. What can I get for you?" And you hear Thurgood kind of ordering some food. And as he's sitting there, on the side, you see these kind of off to where the wood was. It kind of just drops down, almost like a plank. And coming out of the boat are these little stools. There's like 3 or 4 of them that come popping out of the boat. And Thurgood will actually sit on there. And as he's sitting there, you see the guy make a perception check. Let's see how much you see.
That's an 18 total.
18? It's kind of hard to see exactly what this guy might be cooking, but you do see every now and again his hands are kind of fluttering really fast. From behind Thurgood, and every now and again you see him kind of flip over one of these spatula things and everything like that, and all of a sudden you see a big flame kind of erupt out the top and come back down, and you just barely hear this ting 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 as he's cooking, and eventually he goes, "Okay, here you go, buddy," and you hear, and he just starts to eat food as he's sitting there.
I'm just going to sit and wait nonchalantly.
Okay. While you're sitting and waiting for Thurgood to eat his hibachi dinner, we'll go over to Ilona. Ilona, this whole time, as you've been kind of spying on him, you do hear a new voice, and as you flip over to visual, it's kind of hard to really make out what's going on because it's very zoomed in on your spider, and it kind of has this walleye vision. But when you eventually flip over, it goes, "Oh, hello, welcome to Rock and Roll." That's when you switch over to the visual instead of the audio, and you see this elderly gentleman kind of like from here down start to have these different metal spatulas, ting, 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 and you see him, you can't hear it, but you see the different spatulas kind of ting, some sort of large, flat metal contraption in front with these different vegetables and meats and things, and all of a sudden, this big flame kind of erupts right in front of you, kind of makes you wince back even though you're not even there. And when you switch back over to audio, if you switch back and forth, you'll hear the sizzling of the different foods and things cooking on this flatbed.
I'll keep it on visual while he's eating.
Okay.
Because one, that food sounds delicious. But two, I want to keep an eye out for if I see anyone, if I can see anybody like basically meet with him or like slip him something or any type of communication.
Make a perception check through the ear.
Come on, dice!
Natural 1.
Nope, but it may as well be. Perception?
Yep.
4.
4. For the most part, like, this is really bedazzling to you right now, just watching this guy cook this food on this flat. Never seen anything before. The flames erupting in your face again. It makes you wince back even though you're not even there. You're seeing a guy, like, spin the spatula on his finger a couple times and, like, kind of, like, tings up the rice and then, like, all the different vegetables and things. So, totally flabbergasted. Don't see anything besides this guy cooking food.
Yeah.
Cool. Sticks and Elona, you guys are watching Thurgood eat. Cool. Let's pan over to Frey and Percy and Jill going to, do you remember the name of the tavern?
No.
The Kind Traveler was the first one he said.
That's the one. So, with that, you guys start to make your way over, asking around a little bit. It doesn't take too long to find, because if you recall, the big thing about this city is that there's not a lot in regards to... This isn't like Embrick in terms of major, like, corporations or anything like that in terms of businesses. A lot of things are just kind of ma-podge, hodgy-podge things. A lot of people live here. Everyone kind of keeps themselves. It's this weird kind of flow to the atmosphere, if you will. But after asking around enough, you can eventually find your way over to the Kind Traveler. Someone's going to say something? Did I miss something?
No, sorry, I'm talking to my tiny dog. She's bothering the kitty cat.
No worries. Okay. So, as you guys start to make your way... Kind Traveler. Boop. Alright, so I need... Let me go to my token page so that I can pull up... Okay. I need Persephone, Frey, and Jill. Well, there's a combo crew.
Two muscleheads and a smart person.
Yeah.
It's an interesting party, to be sure.
Yeah.
It's like the gang boss with his 2 bodyguards.
I think this is the group that's most likely to just pick a fight.
I feel very flattered.
So, as you guys make your way over there... Actually, real quick, I will pan over to Volt before we get into that. Volt, what did you roll?
With guidance of 28.
Oh shit, they're over there.
A 28? Okay, what were you trying to get done? Bike in a car or something?
For the bike, it just was the solar panels that were left, so the ears of the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then the glove was... pretty much connecting the container so that I can store the firepower.
Okay. I know you got pretty good progression on a lot of this stuff. Which one do you want to work on?
At this point, if we're going to get more combat, I would focus more on the sword and finish up on the bike.
Finish up on the dog bike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So with that hour and a half, 2 hours or so before hoping Jin kind of pack up, they're going to be the last ones there as everyone's kind of like spanned out. Actually, I guess Ilona would be there too. With that 28, I'll say that you're very, very close to having this bike done. Like, almost done. Very, very close.
Okay.
But as they're kind of packing up and everything, I gotta do a Jin voice. Hold on. He's got that southern drawl. Okay, Volt, I guess all your friends have taken off in different directions, so I guess this is where we'll be having our farewells. You and Miss Ilona here are the only ones left. She kind of like looks around, see like everyone's gone.
Yeah, they're very busy people.
Right. Well, again, I'm sorry I can't offer you more time in the shop here, but I do think it is probably in our best interest to start getting this rig moving.
Okay.
But
that's no problem.
Hope, are you ready? You just see Hope kind of look around to you and Ilona and kind of looking around for...
Oh, he's gone, but if you want, I can give him a note for you.
All right. Well, I mean, I didn't really even get to say goodbye to him, but...
Yeah, he's very good at just disappearing. It's one of his specialties. make them mysterious.
I am too, which is something that we have in common because he didn't see me earlier when he was working out, getting all sweaty. But anyway, that's not the handle there. All right, well, just give me one moment. Papa Jin, you have anything I could? And she'll just write a quick note, which I will type up in a second.
Okay.
And I will send it over your way. All right, so.
So before they leave, I'll spend, like, while they're doing it, I'll make my little work table and start doing tiny hut so I can have my own little workshop for the rest of the time until everyone's ready to go.
Sure. Yeah.
Can I fit in the hut with you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
you keep
tiny.
walking it out. I just can't leave.
It's tiny, but it's not tiny.
Yeah, it can hold up to 8 people.
Yeah. I just didn't know how much space you needed for your...
Good.
They'll pass you. She'll pass you.
Yeah, I'll make the workbench, and then there'll be one stool on the side, so you can take the stool.
It all fits. It all fits great. What's interesting though is as you make this tiny hut when they're gone. So where the hospital
it's now just a dome.
It's just a dome. It's just some dude sitting there working on things.
Yeah.
Which is it see through?
It's opaque. No, I can see out. They can't see in.
Right. So it's just this weird gray dome.
I'm just gonna make it look as much as a rock as I can.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
Oh god.
Quick question, DM.
Yeah.
How dare you use our old sprites for this background right here?
Or old what?
Our old sprites.
Oh yeah. What am I doing? Hold on.
I say sprites, but I mean tokens.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on. They're on the same sheet. Hold on. All right. Here's Jill. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Call me out on it. It's fine. I got you.
I was just waiting for my chance to. No worries.
Jeez, Kyle.
I know. I'm slipping.
What's wrong with you?
There. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Good.
All right. 12 plus 4 is 16.
16? Again, you can't really see out or in or anything.
No, I can't see the outside. It's a rock.
As far as you know, it looks like a big old rock. Looks great.
That's perfect. So I'll spend the rest of the time till we're ready to go.
Leaving, though, Jen will just thank you repeatedly for helping him with Hope, and they'll wave their little halfling goblin hands, and
yep, we'll see you soon.
What's funny is that the rover doesn't really go all that fast, so
so it's awkward.
So and it's also pulling these train cars, so it's like, goodbye.
And then I'm gonna put up the hut.
oh, all right.
Yep. Oh, thank God.
Goodbye. It's still
I didn't want to keep leaving.
It takes like a good 10-15 minutes just for it to get out of this space.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna see Alona has her goggles on so she can't even hear me, and I'm like, well, just me and the dog.
Yep.
And Bubbles.
Cool. All right. Sticks.
So yeah, I'll say I'm just working until we're last second before we leave.
Volt's doing stuff. Okay. So as you guys head up to the Kind Traveler, on the outside, it's this interesting kind of aesthetic to it where it actually reminds you a lot of the whoever went to the. I think everyone went to the spa. If you recall, the pipeline. Had all those different pipes, all these different sized pipes and different color pipes kind of coming out the front. Kind of has that almost same aesthetic to it, but it's more like the scrapyard version, where it's not necessarily all pipes, it's more like just different pieces of different compartments. Like the one thing you'd recognize, right off the bat, is off of your rig. It has that same kind of those treads on the side and everything. It's this weird hodgepodge of all these different things. You also see what airship pieces and just all kinds of weird shit. All right, and as you enter into the Kind Traveler, the one thing that you'll notice as soon as you walk in is it gets very loud, and there's this large ring in the middle. And as you look inside, your perceptions are all high enough to just kind of get the basic here, but you swear you see two. The ring is up off the ground, maybe 4 feet up off the ground, but you can still see on an angle up into it. There's these two humanoid type fingers. God damn it. Figures in the ring. Looks like they're fighting, and everyone's cheering on the outside. Ah, yeah, get them. What do you guys want to do? It smells of just stale alcohol in here. This place hasn't been cleaned in weeks. Anyone's ever been to a college dorm party after 3 weeks of not cleaning it, this place is gross. As you walk, every now and again your feet kind of stick to the bottom. It's, even though it's called the kind traveler, you get the idea that it's kind of almost the adverse of that. As you kind of see some people looking around, you get a shady vibe. You don't even have to roll for perception or insight to get shady vibe from this place. But what do you guys want to do?
Do we see the
dingus? Remember the last time we found a fighting pit?
It's not. It's not hard to see over here to the side, especially for Persephone with her 80 perception. You do see your dingus boys are off to the side there. In fact, Big Al is kind of like on like part of his stool, like, "Come on now, Bart, get in there! I got money on this fight." It's not hard to pick him out.
All right, that was my question. Answer Fred's question. Yeah, I remember getting beat up by you because I was stupid.
Well, to be fair, we beat up a lot of people, and you just so happened to try to bite me, which was not wise.
It was not. All right. I see the guys were asking over there. Shall we head on over?
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's get over there. We do got some kind of business to take care of here, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes. And I would like some time to do some shopping before everything.
All right. I will walk on over there with Persephone and Frey. Walking as a group, I assume.
You know what to say about assuming, don't you?
Maybe. Get over here, Frey.
Maybe.
Lay about.
Fine.
Okay. As you guys are walking over, there are some patrons sitting in some of the booths and some of the chairs saying, "Down in front, get out of the way!" And you hear a whole bunch of people like someone 1, 2, 3, 4. Persephone, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
That's pretty good. Okay, let's see.
Get a bonus to that save of +3.
Do you have an aura up?
So total 20.
My aura is always up.
Total 20. As someone
Can I
yells
catch
at
it?
Yeah, you want to try to catch it?
I want to try to catch it and throw it right back without even looking.
Multi-class in the monk then.
Yeah.
with my 20 dex, can I?
With the 20, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll to attack, like you're shooting something.
Okay.
Actually, no. Considering her wisdom score, that wouldn't be a bad multi-class.
Okay. So
that 20, I assume.
That's fantastic. So all in one movement, Frey and Jill, you're actually kind of walking behind Persephone since she's the one who saw the dingus boys over there first. As she starts to walk over, someone in this back right corner, the lighting is here. It is very centered on stage, so there's a lot of light shining down on the center ring, and everything else in the peripheral is more or less dimmed or darkened. There are you could very faintly see some light kind of coming off some of the tables. You would guess to be some sort of candle or some luminous. But yeah, as you're walking, you see out of the corner of your eye this mug in slow motion. Get out of the way! And this mug starts to come towards Persephone, and in one fell movement, she catches it with this one hand and turns, flings it backwards, and in this one fell swoop of spinning continues to walk. And you hear this, "Get out of the way! Holy shit!" You hear the glass shatter on some unbeknownst patron back over in this general direction as Persephone continues. All right, continue on then. It's from back in that general area. But okay, well, there's an entrance, I guess. Sure. As you guys are walking up, Lorian will actually see you first as he kind of looks over. He'll just see the very tail end of you throwing this cup and. "Oh, yes, mademoiselle, that was... Oh, holy shit, that was incredible!" He, kind of just barely saw the tail end of you throwing that. "Oh, please, by all means, take my seat." And he'll actually get up and offer you his seat. "Come, sit with us.
And I'll have a seat.
Big Al's not even paying attention. "Come on, damn it!" And as you guys actually walk past this ring now, you actually notice that it's not actually people fighting in the ring.
Oh.
It's automatons.
Upon closer inspection, as you just kind of barely, just kind of out of the side, just kind of give a glance over, you actually see more automatons, robots, bot fighting, if you will, going on the center. This one over here is a little taller than the other one. It has like a kind of sawed kind of contraption for a hand, as the other one over in the other corner has more of like a jagged sword for a hand, and you see them clashing in the middle of the ring.
Is one of them red and one of them blue?
Is the end goal to get their heads to pop off?
Yeah.
Rock'em sock'em.
I guess it is now.
How's that? Is that better?
Yes. It makes it so much better.
Okay. As long as it's better, that's all that matters. Yes. Interestingly enough, as you see the light catch them, you could have swore they were more metallic, but actually they have more of this bluish red tone to them as you walk by. God damn it! All right, I like it though. We're going with it. So Lori will offer you his seat. Big Al is yelling off to the side, and Thavik you actually see is sitting at the table, but he actually has his leg crossed over, like very nonchalant, and he's actually just reading a book in the bar.
What's the title of the book?
Oh, hold on, I can tell you.
Is it a bad thing if that's a thing I regularly did when bars were open?
Read a book?
The Black Knight of
Yeah, read a book in a bar.
Steal it.
Oh, hey, as long as you're having fun, man, doesn't matter.
I do enjoy reading.
Nice.
I wish I read more, but I can't stand standing still sometimes.
Who said anything about standing still when you read? Get up, walk in circles, and read while walking. I do it all the time.
That might work.
Read between classes.
I don't have classes.
No, I'm saying I used to. I'd
So
go
did I.
walk and read all the time.
Yeah, I did that
Honestly,
too.
I'm amazed I didn't
School.
run into more people.
It's called The Splintered Rose.
Is it a romance?
Oh, that sounds like trashy romance.
It just has that on the. This isn't back in the day where it has like the man holding the. It's one of those weird. It just has a Splintered Rose on the front.
It exudes trashy romance.
All right, let's get back to topic.
All right. Okay. So as you guys are sitting down, Percy, you take Lorian's seat. Is there anything? Would you like a drink? I could go and get you a drink from the bar.
I look over at the bar, wrinkle my nose. I think I'm fine.
The bar is over here in this
Hey.
corner. By the way.
God, real quick here.
Yeah.
Which seat has the patron that threw the mug at Percy?
Oh, yeah.
Back over here.
Which one? Can you think of? Okay, I'm gonna walk up to him and just take the seat from him. Just pull it out from under him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Like I walk up, stare him in the face, so that I know he knows that he's sitting there, and he knows that I know that he knows he's sitting
Can
there.
I help you? What
Then
can I do for you, there, big feller?
I am also gonna walk up there and give him a death glare as well, because I don't like people that my people.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check since we're kind of like pulling something here,
Okay.
and he will as well. So like, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not bad.
1 moment here. Athletics. I mean, were you
Got
still
this.
planning to roll for me on this?
Nope, you can roll this one.
You
Okay.
got this.
15.
So as you go over and stare, and he says, "Can I help you, or can you do something?" And Gio comes over. All right, this is uncomfortable. Whoa! As you just pull the chair out from underneath of him.
I hold it up with one hand and say, "This is mine now," and then turn around and walk back to the table and just set
Hey,
it
now
down.
you
so I have
just
chair at
wait
the
a second,
table.
and he'll just see Gio standing there too, and be like, "I mean,
I just
yeah,
death glare him.
that's fine. I'll just take this one." And he kind of just sits on this one with this other lady that he's with, and just kind of scooches into the seat with her. Come on, move over. I'm trying to watch.
I'm gonna need you to eat that chair.
Nah, I'm good. I'll just walk over here and stand. Ugh. All right, back to what we're doing.
All right, 1 second here. What was it looking for? This is it. Oh. There it is. Frey, you can now move this stool.
Oh, joyous days.
Such joyous power.
This stool is gone. And
I am apparently under the stool
and he
now.
is sitting there. Oh no, where'd you go?
Already?
Oh, hold on.
But you can put it on the
Okay,
other
now try it. There we go. Good. Perfect. Just do it all. I got stools. I got rocket soccer robots. Okay, cool. We're good. People get hit in the face with glasses. Totally fine.
But do you have dynamic lighting?
I do.
Fuck
Do you want me
that.
to put that on? I'll put it on.
No.
Even though I have no idea what I'm doing with it, I'll put it on.
No. Just don't.
I feel like it might be a bad idea. It'd be funny. It'd be a bad idea.
That's a bad idea. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
So as you guys sit down here, Thavik will eventually look up from his book and put a little bookmarker in and close it up. Oh, welcome, friends. What are you doing here?
Well, Lorian did sort of say that he would be a tour guide for us, and we have a bit of a proposition as well.
You'll hear.
Yeah. So
Lorian...
hey, we're gonna crush the three-tailed rats. You want in?
First of all, it probably should. Even though it's very loud in here, there's a lot of different yells and boos and cheers going on. You probably shouldn't mention that out loud. Just maybe that's not the best idea in this place.
I welcome someone to take offense.
No, we just don't want them to get wind of it, Frey.
I'm just some random fucking upstart sitting in a tavern. Who's gonna care?
That one guy you stole a chair from.
Maybe that guy for starters, who's like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, so Lorian will say, actually, you know what? I'll be right back. You don't. I'll find something. It's fine. And he's just gonna walk over to the bar for you. Whoop.
All right.
He'll be back in a second.
This fucking guy.
All of a sudden, you'll see, no! Oh shit! No! Come on! And you'll see Big Al leaning over his chair. He almost falls over the back. The chair has the back to it. He's kind of leaning really far over. And right towards the end, you just barely catch himself as you see the blue robot. His head pops up and off into the ring.
Perfection.
As he has now been defeated. You see the red robot. There we go. You see the red robot like over the side, and off to you'll actually, as the blue's head falls off, these other little Robotrons activate and come into the ring and start to sweep up as the red one starts to exit. Oh god, what did I just do there?
Oh god, it grew bigger.
And it's gonna kill everyone.
It
just starts to leave.
He absorbed the other one.
Do these look like Warforged, or are these robots?
Go ahead and make a perception check. Well, no, you know what? Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Does it take the head that was knocked off and just like slot it back in and press it down for the next fight?
Do I
Go ahead and make a
gain
perception check.
Do I gain any kind of bonus for being a tinkerer?
No, this is just a straight roll for this one.
Okay.
Straight intelligence roll.
17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one, they're not Warforged. They would most how would I describe this? They give you the most reminiscence of like a misfit, if you will, in terms of size and stature, and I'll just say like ability and movement. From the little bit of fight that you've watched so far, there hasn't really been any, like, they haven't talked or anything like that, or
no need to feel offended for our new friends. Got it.
Yeah. And as this crew does, they don't actually pop the head back on. They just pull the body back out to the floor, and you see, where's he at? There he is. Whoop. Comes over as the robots kind of like pull this guy off over here. Cool. All right. And your perception... Oh, that was a perception check. Okay, cool. Oh, shit. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, God. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry. Dude, I'm clicking all sorts of random shit today. I'm really sorry, guys. I almost thought like I lost the whole stream there for a second. Okay. So, with that, you'll see Al kind of turn back down, and he now sees all three of you standing. He goes, "Holy shit! Where did all you guys come from?"
Front door.
All right, well, okay, that's fair. Are y'all here for the bot fights? That was just the second one. We got 2 more fights to come. She's really excited, more so than you saw him before.
I mean, shit, I wouldn't mind watching. That was kind of cool to like knock his head off and everything.
Yeah, you can make a lot of money on these bot fights here, because, well, it's not the main event yet. There's still 2 more fights. But if you pick the real big one, the real big one's usually the one that wins, and usually you can make a little bit of coin off of him.
Oh, sounds like fun.
Do they let anyone examine the bots before they fight?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, all the bots are owned by some of the controllers. I mean, I guess you go and ask them, but I've never really cared to look.
Well, not being familiar with which ones typically fight here, it would be useful to know who to bet on before we get started.
Oh, you mean like research?
Well, just to look them over.
I don't really do much research. I just usually pick the bigger one.
Well, usually
the bigger one wins, but anyway, what?
Do you have much time to bet while they're getting into the ring?
Yeah, you got to place your bets over at the bar as they're cleaning up for the next fight.
But having not seen who is going to fight in the next one, how do we know which one's the bigger one?
There's new challengers all the time. I've yet to see. I mean, there are a couple of people who do it a couple times every now and again, but usually it's just a lot of new people coming in trying to get their bots fighting and make some coin. Why do you have one? Do you want to try one? You can throw them in there.
Oh, I don't have one. Although, briefly the mind goes to getting Bob or Dennis. No.
Just throw them in there.
They just stand still while they get chopped in half.
Part of it is they theoretically should be better because higher quality, but also partially maybe a rogue punch would break the machine without me having to dismantle it. And just like, nope. I mean, that's not why we're here, though. It is very intriguing. I'd like to see who the next contestants are before I decide who to bet on.
All right, fair enough. I mean, I guess you could talk to Hank up there. He kind of does everything here. He's the bartender and he's the one who takes all the bets before the bot fight. So.
Well, we do have other business first.
Oh,
quick question, DM.
Yeah.
What the hell is EP as in currency? Because I have 5 of those. And
Electrum.
I don't know what does that. I have Electrum?
It might have glitched because I know somebody one time in another game, what had been gold got made into Electrum when some update happened.
Oh, an updater maybe? Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that's gold probably.
Most likely, because I don't think we've gotten any Electrum.
Yeah, I'll just move that. I have 5 gold to my name. All right.
Oh, you can still place a bet, feller. They take all kinds of. You can double that up, depending on the odds, I guess. Maybe even triple it.
All right. I start walking towards the bar. I don't really care about money anyway. Make sure you tell them what we want, Percy. I'm just gonna start walking on over.
Okay. As you're walking over, Lorian's actually gonna walk past. Oh, look at me doing spins. Look at that. Lorian's actually gonna start walking past you, and as he turns, he almost bumps into you with these 2 large things, large steins, kind of like this, just one in each hand. He's like, "Oh, suck that blue! Excuse me, big fella. I am so sorry. I did not see you there. It's very dark."
Is it dark? Oh, I guess it is dark. All right. I'll walk up to the bar.
Okay.
Is this where you bet money?
As you say that, you see there's this gentleman behind the bar. very large in stature up in the shoulders, with wearing like this white kind of tank top shirt and just regular brown kind of raggedy pants too. As he turns around, he's just kind of wiping out a mug and you see he has this kind of lighter green complexion to his skin, and again like kind of like balding on top with like a little bit of black hair on the sides and these tusks coming out the side, what you would know to be like a half orc. Turns around and he says, yeah, this is where we take the bets.
All right,
you trying to bet on some fights there?
Sure, I got 5 gold.
You?
Yep.
Oh,
me.
Fantastic. Okay, you got 5 gold.
Yep.
5 gold. Okay, cool. Well, we got 2 more fights. I mean, you trying to bet on the next fight, or the last fight, or both fights, or which fights?
Next fight.
Next fight. Okay. All right. We have. I'm gonna pull up my sheet again.
Because I don't think we're gonna be here that long, so I might as well just do the first fight that's coming up.
You go ahead and find my. You find my Google Doc. Beep. Beep beep. Nope, that's not it. Okay. The next fight up is. The next fight up is. Oh gosh, why did I write this? Ganalith? Ganalith, yep.
That's a name.
Gannayylth. Ganalith.
I can't spell words.
Hmm.
Alright, it's the green one versus Samoyat.
Which one's the most likely to lose?
Well, they're both 2 new competitors, so it's going to be hard to tell, but I mean, usually most people just bet on the big one. Why did I switch over to him? Usually people just bet on the big one.
I'll do the small one.
Okay. This one's green, and that one's going to be orange. Cool.
Yeah, I'll do the small one, give him my 5 gold, and start walking back.
All right, fair enough.
I like seeing what happens.
Lorian comes back over these 2 large steins, Percy, and just hands you one. And much like the stein that I have here, it does have this little cover over top, so you can't necessarily see the liquid on the inside until you open it.
Ooh,
Carefully open it.
Okay. Based on most of your perception and insights and everything else that you have, you get this strong, like waft of. It's this interesting combination of like a walnut and a meat smell. Very odd.
Meat?
Walnutty meat smell, like cooked meat.
It's hot dog water.
Yes.
All right.
Very high class drinks here in Scavenger City.
All right, I'll walk back here whenever I'm able to, and I will be right back.
All right, cool.
What exactly is it?
Oh, this is well, Hank calls it he calls it the meat thriller. I don't necessarily know what that entails, but it's very hearty and very has a very pungent woody aftertaste to it. It's really, I don't know, puts the hair on your chest. Is that what they say? Put the hair on the chest. Yeah, that sounds about right. Puts hair on the chest. Yeah, that's it.
I'm not sure that is exactly where hair on a woman should be.
Well, I mean, it does not actually. Oh, you're funny. It doesn't actually put hair on your chest, but it's a figure of expression. Yes, I'm pretty sure I've heard this expression before.
I'll give it a small sip.
Okay.
Tentatively.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Not so great. But I'm close to Frey, so +3. That'll help.
That's fair.
con. Oh, actually, my con's actually really good. Okay. 16.
16. In terms of, you just took a sip, so you're not going to get drunk or anything like that. Yeah. About the best I could really describe it is, it's actually not that bad. It does have a weird smell to it, just for the aesthetic of this place. But in terms of taste, it's not that bad. It would remind you more, I don't know, in real life, if you ever had like a Sam Adams kind of like a seasonal ale, like the Oktoberfest kind of thing. Kind of has that hearty Deutsch German robustness to it.
Okay.
So again, not that bad. It just does have that has a high alcohol percentage to it, if you want to say that.
I'll take enough of a drink to not be insulting.
Like an IPA kind of thing, I guess, if you will.
I don't know alcohol. I won't know. But I'll take enough of a drink that I'm not insulting him, but not getting drunk.
Fair enough. Okay. Cool. All right. So you said you all had some business here to attend. I mean, did you want to how much of the city have you explored so far? I could still take you on a personal tour if that's what you're looking for. He's looking directly at Percy as he's drinking.
Well, we were curious. Mainly, I was curious about some shopping, but again, we do have some business. So we need to see enough of the city so we know what to expect. And if you wouldn't mind helping us on the endeavor, it might be lucrative.
Lauren will sit up a little bit, stand up a little bit taller. You had me at helping you with something. It doesn't matter. I really kind of trailed off at the end after whatever it was after that. So I don't really think us Dingus boys are doing too much. Are you looking to explore the city this evening, or perhaps tomorrow? Or
Oh yes. Our timeline is for tonight.
Getting right to the point, huh? This evening, right into okay. I like a woman with a little bit of forwardness to her, huh? Well, these bot fights, I know Big Al here. He likes to. We're probably going to have to stay till the end of the bot fights if you're okay with this.
How long do they normally last?
Well, like I said, there's only like 2 more fights left, so which I mean shouldn't be too much longer. Maybe like another hour or so. They had to clean up the last fight, start the next fight, and then they really hype up the big one.
I believe an hour might be sufficient. It'll give us a little bit of time to subtly, looking at Frey, discuss the finer points of our task tonight.
All right. Well, if that is the case, is anyone else? He looks over towards Gio and Frey. Are you all putting any money on the bot fights at all, or just here for the entertainment?
I put one on the next fight.
Oh, you did? Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I'll toss him in the pot, and I'll toss in about 50 gold.
Holy shit! You're put. Yeah. Wait, you're put all that on the next fight? I'll go in with you. How much? You gotta count that real quick. There's like 40, 50 gold there.
Yeah, 50 gold.
Jill, did you discover which ones are fighting next?
Yes. I didn't see them, but I heard about them. They had big names. One's green and one's orange.
There you go.
Lovely. Do I see any green or orange in the room?
No. Actually, no, you don't.
I really would prefer to at least take a look before I bet. You never bet on a horse in a horse race without seeing or at least hearing about it first. And if there's no...
Do I know which one's the smaller one? Because I bet on this.
Did you?
I said I bet. I did not ask actually. So no, I don't know which one's the smaller one.
No, you do. You did. You bet on the orange one. The orange one's the smaller one.
Well, if it helps, the orange one is the smaller one.
Oh shit! That means we're betting on the other one then. He looks over towards Frey.
Well, size doesn't always matter, so.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I mean, in a fight, the reach is pretty much everything. You crazy? Yeah, get it on the big guy.
You should.
No!
So Big Al laughed at that exclamation, but you'll hear Lauren say, that is a new one. I have not heard this before, but okay. All right, size of the mother. Fair enough.
Trey, do you really think that Styx is not able to hold his own against you or Jill?
No, but he's also a hell of a lot faster than the both of us. Meanwhile, like, these are robots. They move about the fucking same. The reach is going to be the big thing on this.
One could actually move faster. You know my expertise. I would like to take a look and see if I can't glean anything before I place a bet.
You know, actually, I've long since learned to trust you on pretty much anything mechanical, so take a look and let me know which one you think's a good idea.
Let me go see if I can take a look at the contestants, and I'm going to get up and go to the bar.
Okay, cool. As you walk up to the bar with Hank, we're going to pan back over to Styx and Ilona, who are watching Thurgood eat food. By this time, Volt, you'll be done with your hour, so you can do. What would you like to do?
I would be asking Ilona for help, but if I see her talking in this fire, I'll give her some time.
Okay. So in this time, after he finishes his food, you'll see Thurgood get up from this this walk and roll airship food truck, if you will, and starts to walk off. And he walks off again, not at a very quick pace by any means, just very casually strolling along. The one thing you also notice, Styx, as he's walking, is that when people notice him, they definitely clear a path / make it a very apparent to get out of a like 10 to 15 foot radius around off of his direction. Again, that the Three Tails presence in the city is well known, and when anyone of a high statured person such as Thurgood or Harley or something like that would be to walk around, you get the idea that most people get the fuck out of the way. Eventually he will walk to the main gates of Three Tails headquarters here. This tower is... It has this interesting shape to it. It almost looks like from the front, almost like a tooth, if you will, like almost like a very like dragon tooth in terms of very very fat at the base and kind of curls up and kind of spikes up to the top. The only other way I would really describe, you know what it kind of looks like, actually, now that I really just think about it? It kind of looks like Stark Tower from the Avengers movies. It kind of has that kind of towery, kind of slopey effect to it. Again, very wide at the base and kind of makes more of a point towards the top. The other interesting part that would really catch your eye as you're approaching here, not hard to notice at all, is the lighting aesthetic of this place is lit up in a way to be very... We'll just go with colorful, sure. Very colorful compared to the rest of the city. A lot of illuminations here are these very vibrant pinks and purples and blues that kind of almost in a specific lightning electric pattern up the side. So like one blue goes this way and another pink goes this way, and it's this weird... It almost kind of reminds you of Frey's arm in a way, where the different purple veins are kind of going, not in any specific pattern, but very sporadic. But it actually looks pretty cool on the outside if it wasn't for a mafia running the town from this and treating everybody terribly and under their thumb. But as you approach, you do see these large rat-type creatures guarding the front doors. When they see him approach, the door to this actually slides open. Were you to the Wild Phoenix before? Yes, you were, because you met some of them. So it has that same kind of opening of the wings, but it doesn't have wings, but it does open slightly as he continues to just walk in.
I know where the headquarters are. I'm going to do a wander around the external wall.
Okay.
Looking for other entrances.
The size of the building is, in our layman's terms, kind of almost like a block in total circumference of the bottom. Perimeter, if you will. Not circumference, that's a circle. Perimeter. There we go, Kyle. Kind of like a block in radius. I go back to radius and circles. Jesus Christ. It's a fucking block at the bottom, and it curls up to the top, okay? But it is a very tall building. Are you being stealthy about this little walkabout, or just kind of walking at this point?
Stealthy enough to not draw attention from the rat guards.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll a stealth check, please.
Is a 17 plus 5. So 22.
All right, cool. So as you kind of like pull your hood up and just kind of meander around this outside of this building, again, not very much pace in terms of drawing attention to yourself. You figure probably just townsfolk, 27. Just kind of defaults into the crowd as you kind of walk your way around. The only other thing that you would notice as you kind of get, so when you approach from the front, again, there's these doors and you kind of walk around. As you walk around to that first side, it's very smooth on the back. This would be more like the back of the tooth, if you will. As you go around to the back of the building, again, nothing really much in terms of anything, any kind of entrances or anything. And as you curve around to that back side, the very last side, you look up, and up at the very tippy top, you can see there's this different coloration to like the top floor, if you will. It's more of a brighter white illumination up there. Unless you do something to get up there, you can't really see what's going on, but it is this different beacon, if you will, at the top floors.
I'm going to find someone relatively quiet and someone fourth Acheron. We go for a joyride.
Okay, you want to ride? You want to ride Acheron, or what? You just to take him around? Gotcha. Cool.
Send him up to look back and look through his eyes. Oh.
All right, I'm here. Let's do this. You want me to? Holy shit! That's a really tall building for me to fly around.
Really? You're gonna complain about flying now?
Well, I mean, I just woke up from a nap. I had a good workout earlier.
Therefore, you have lots of energy, so you can do the job.
But you woke me up like mid nap, boss. So no, it's all right. I'm here for your every beckoning call. But he kind of just like starts to like stretch his wings like from the front a little bit.
Now, one of these days, I'm going to make you into a butterfly just for the fun of it.
Okay, that's not cool. I took a long time to make this body. All right, took me a long time to get to this physique. It kind of looks down.
Yeah, could do with flattening your getting a bit of podge there. You're not doing much flying.
Whoa, where? He kind of looks down like this, puts his wings up. Where?
You're working too much just on the arms. You need to do full body, so get flying.
Well, they call me a swole owl. It's not. I'm not really meant for like. You can't even see a six-pack on an owl, man. There's feathers here. I don't want to have punch though. I should really go back and lift. I don't have time. Maybe some cardio would be good. Maybe some cardio would be good. You're right. Okay.
Yep.
That would be a fun like one shot or something.
I know.
Get everyone's side pets to go do stuff.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Woof, and it'll just take off into the air. What do you want Acheron to do?
I'll sweep around the grounds between like the external wall and the building itself, and then fly up to that coloration change.
Okay.
Let's go.
Go ahead and make a perception check for Acheron.
17.
17. Nothing really all that different in terms of what you already saw. There's this interesting kind of glossy exterior to this building. It's very different than any other building kind of construction that you've seen before. I mean, again, coming from all these different cities like Imbric and Azeros and things, there's still a lot of a brick and mortar kind of material building here. So even some of the more up-to-date built, like Azeros is a newer city compared to Imbric. Imbric had more of an old feel. Upper Azeros is very new. Nocia has a lot of newer Nocia has this interesting mix of old mixed with the new to determine what part of Nocia you go to. But this would be the first time you've seen a building that has this kind of sheen gloss to it, where it's this like obsidian black kind of glass texture to it. So you can't see in. Now, you don't know if anything can see out, but it has this whole, besides the different colorations of that, those speckled lighting that I talked about before earlier. Again, if I'm not describing this correctly, kind of think of a pink and purple Tron building, if that helps.
Yeah.
Very dark. And then when you get to 17 up top, there is this kind of like platformed area that looks like it might lead in with another set of doors, but everything is closed up there. The white light is just the luminous of the like the platform, almost like a helipad or something like that, if you will.
Yeah,
that's lit up there. Oh, I want to get caught up here. Hold on. I mean, go ahead. Whatever you want to do.
After that, look up there, see if there's any other entrances into the building rather than just the main gate.
I'm down for it. That'd be super fun. All right. I'm sorry. What is Six doing? Go ahead.
Want to look for any other entrances into the compound rather than just the main gate.
Besides the main gate, the only other entrance you would know of would be the one that's connected to that helipad that leads into the upper floor up there.
Yeah.
That's the only two set of like doors that you've seen on your travels. Akron will come back. Oh, I hate cardio, man.
Same.
I like to get buff and stuff. I don't like to. Please don't make me go up that high again or for that long again.
I think we're gonna have to start putting in a cardio workout for you on a regular basis.
You just hear him run really loud. Some people kind of look by seeing an owl go, ooh.
We're
just
gonna,
laying on his back in front of you on the ground.
just tap him with my foot. Come on, get up. You're flying back with me. We're gonna walk around here a couple more times just to make sure we don't missed anything. And then we're going to walk back, meet up with, and you're gonna fly the whole time. You're gonna fly the whole time.
You see him like close his eyes really quick. You see he's like trying to poof himself out. No.
Nope.
Just mix in some differing like weightlifting schemas and he'd be fine. Do some 3x15 reps.
He's an owl, dude. He doesn't know what happens when he poofs out.
Also, he's a
big
fucking
bench guy, you know.
Also, you're not there, Frey. You're just a ghost in the wind.
But I'm right.
Just a ghost in the wind.
Please don't make me. Please. He's gonna roll a persuasion check. A 17.
What does he have to beat?
Just roll an insight check just to see how you feel about it.
Insight.
The owl is done flying, dude. He doesn't want to fly anymore. Don't make me fly.
Just poof him out and then poof him back in. That makes him rest, right?
I rolled a 12 plus 8.
No! He's gonna
Stone cold, man.
Stone
cold.
He'll fly with you on the way back, but he like lands on things as you go. So it's like, this sucks.
Yep.
Lands on another thing.
I'll allow him. He's fine. That's fine.
I hate this. Where would you like to go?
Just go spend another about an hour or so wandering around the outside, and then start heading back to where the docks place was.
Okay. Oh shit.
Does Alona hear stuff? I don't remember.
I do.
So she is with the dwarf. When the dwarf goes into the building, when the dwarf goes into the building, you start to hear.
Uh-oh.
And then that's it.
That's
I
not
look.
good.
You switch over on your watch to visual. Poof him into midair so he needs to fly. That's mean. Just caught up on that. That's terrible. Funny.
Maybe it's
Can I tell?
But terrible.
Can I tell? Did he get destroyed, or did the connection? Is something interfering with the connection?
Roll a Tinker's check. This would be more of a Tinker's check to see what's going on.
The entire stalactite
What
is
if
lead
you
lines.
poof him in the air and he falls to the ground and dies on purpose so that he poops?
Then do it again.
Yep.
No, this is a terrible way to live.
That's
That'll-
Expensive pretty quick though.
That would get very expensive.
I'll bring him back as a sloth.
Oh no!
Wow.
No!
That's worse.
22.
How is he gonna get cardio in if he moves super slow constantly?
Well, sloths take like a lot of effort.
Turn him
to
into
open
a
their
mouse.
claws.
Turn into a mouse, because then he has really tiny legs he has to move very quickly to get places. Also, who's ever heard of a small mouse? It's
Or
gonna be
an
so upset.
octopus. More arms there you'd have to work on.
Well, then we have to keep him immersed in water somehow.
Have you ever seen Tom and Jerry? Sometimes that mouse
I've got it. I know. I mean, fair. But also, I know exactly what we need to do. I need you to summon Bubbles so we can put Acheron the octopus inside Bubbles.
Yes.
So you want calamari? Got it.
It
Do you want
poops
calamari?
away.
Because this is how you get calamari.
His corpse poops
No,
away.
It's not like I can't make Bubbles full of water though. We might be able to just work that, and then he can just control Bubbles' legs.
Would be funny.
Okay. Sorry. I was writing something down.
You're good.
Wait, did he poof? Is he dead? No, he's not dead. Where are you going, Six? That was my question. Where do you want to go? You said you're going to go...
Just spend an hour or so looking around the perimeter, make sure I've not missed anything. Get the
And
lay
then
of
go
the
back to
land.
Volt. That's right, go back to
Yeah.
Volt. Got it. Ilona, with your check, it definitely seems like there's some sort of connection problem happening. The only reason you would know that is because between the watch and the spider, if it was to be damaged or broken or completely off, your end would go off too. It seems like yours is still trying to connect to something. It's almost like a bad Wi-Fi.
Connect,
damn it!
I'm gonna try to move closer to the building.
Do you know where
You
it
guys
is?
are like on the other side of town.
Yeah.
You want to go closer
I'm
to the
gonna-
building? Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna say bye to Volt?
I'm just gonna get up and messing with my watch. I'm gonna.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. I got it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
no,
Yeah,
I'll be
no,
right back.
yeah,
I mean,
no, it's fine. Yeah,
I
it's fine. No, it's fine. It's
won't
okay.
go far,
No,
but
it's
if
fine.
you
Yeah,
need
no,
me,
it's yeah. Now I'm here.
Come
leave the bubble.
Come on, Misfit.
Same language.
Hey, can homie stay? Just like little company.
Oh,
No, you can take
Yes.
homie. It's fine. No, it's fine.
no,
That's
no,
okay.
no,
That's fine.
homie can stay. No, sorry,
it's okay.
I was tinkering with this whenever. Yeah, homie, stay here. Watch after Vault. You're in charge. All right, come on, Misfit.
What?
What just happened?
That's fair. No, it's okay.
So wait, does Homie have a voice? I don't think I ever gave Homie a voice. He doesn't talk. Never mind.
Yeah, he doesn't have a voice.
He doesn't have a voice. Poor guy.
Eternally screams every time he gets left behind.
Oh,
Oh shit! What did I do now? No,
I don't
never
know.
mind.
What
Good.
did you do?
Okay, so just so everyone knows, we have this espresso machine that we got for Christmas. Okay,
Ooh.
it's pretty great. Does espressos, obviously, and like lattes and stuff. So I had one earlier, not espresso, like a 7.7 milliliter. I guess it's like a latte, right? It's not a full cup of coffee. Whatever. I had two of them. Just in a weird way right now. So just gotta bear
Are
with
you
me.
upstairs right now?
No, I'm in my basement.
Who are you talking to?
You guys.
Us.
Oh, okay, you definitely looked over to talk to somebody.
I'm talking to you.
No, you went like this.
Well, he's looking at the.
That's just the voices, Nick. God damn it.
All right, what's going on?
My
What's
caffeine
happening?
level gets to a certain level, then the voices kick in. Okay.
Start
So,
talking to the heater.
yeah, it's actually back there. So, all right. Ilona, you start walking towards the building. Volt, you're staying there. About this time, by the time Styx does his roundabouts and Ilona, you figure out that this is, and you start to leave, you'll probably pass Styx on the way. Whether or not you see Styx, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Way to go, Jill.
I'm telling you, every time Jill says a number before I roll my dice, it's that.
So with that natural 20, interestingly enough, though, you don't actually see Styx first, but you do see this large owl land on something. And then land on something else. It just kind of like flies back and forth between some of the buildings, and you recognize Acheron from the natural 20 right away, and then eventually you kind of like follow your eyes, and eventually you'll see Styx just by association. You don't actually find Styx, but you find Acheron in the process.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hi Acheron. Just keep walking.
And with that natural 20, when you say hi to him, he like kind of like comes over to the side and he's like, you swear you see like sweat beating off some of the feathers of the owl, since they have like that natural beating of water on their feathers. It just like kind of like takes off to the next. It gets all of like 10 feet to like the next perch. Can't hear.
Yeah, I'll just keep walking.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just keep walking.
And Styx, you would see Ilona talk to your bird.
Yep.
Whether or not you want to engage, that's up to you. Okay.
I'll just keep an eye on her.
Fantastic. You guys are crossing paths. Volt, what are you doing in the bubble? Just hanging out still?
I'm probably deciding if this thing needs to have a little container on it, or can I have the container on that? 'Cause I'm pretty much just working out the gauntlet. I need this thing done with it. The bike's fully done.
Okay, cool. Back to the tavern. Lorian and Big Al and Thavik are there. Thavik looks up from his book, puts the splintered rose back down on the table. Lorian brought over a drink for him and Percy. Frey is sitting on a stool that he stole from some guy. Jill and Big Al are placing bets on robot fights, right? Does that caught up? I feel like I think that's where we were. Cool. So as you guys
I'm just gonna take this chair right over here and then put it right here and sit down.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. Frey did not necessarily need to take that guy's specific thing because there's, stools everywhere.
He was rude.
But I get it.
Putting dominance.
I like
that too.
I didn't say you shouldn't. I just, yeah. I like it. Let me find your frickin'. Let me get you a stool. While I'm looking, what do you guys would like to do in here next? You want to talk to them about your plans, or what do you want to do? Take it away.
I think Percy's better at explaining stuff, so I'll just sit back and have her do things.
She doesn't like it when I'm direct, so fuck it.
We just don't know who else could be listening.
I cast Zone of Silence, but I can't actually do that.
Zone of Silence.
You see Gio close his eyes and squint really hard and starts to wave his hands in the air, and then holds them there for a hot second, and then peeks. Gio, you can control that stool.
All right, bam, bam, I'm under it. Let's go.
Let's go! Bam! Now you're on. Yeah, there you go. Cool. All right.
So yes, we will be doing some
closer.
rat catching later tonight, and we would like a little bit of backup. And if you know anyone else who is talented in that regard and so inclined, we're going to shake things up.
Well, I mean, when it comes to Scavenger City, I mean, most people rather spit at you or look the other way than help anybody. I mean, we kind of all just stick together because we've been working together for a while now. But in terms of finding other people to help, you'd be hard pressed to find any city folk do that. Just because the moles, nope. The rabbits, nope. The squirrels, yeah. The squirrels are vicious around here, so not too many people, fight them squirrels,
Exactly.
Yes, but there must be enough people not satisfied with the status quo to be willing to cause distractions and be a nuisance without really risking themselves.
Also, we kind of caught and crushed a few already.
We did.
Oh, that is wisdom.
Where'd you wait? What? Where'd you do that at?
The mines.
Kind of sits back in his chair a little bit with his arms crossed. Well,
They kind of got in our way.
what were you all doing down in the mines in the first place? Are y'all miners? I don't
No,
recall you saying nothing about mining before.
The doctor's daughter had been missing, and turned out that the rats had taken her.
He kind of leans back in again. The squirrels.
The rodents.
Oh, all right. I can roll with that. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
They took her. It was very annoying.
Well, to be honest, I mean, if you've already mixed it up with the rodents already, he's gonna kind of lean back in his chair and he's kind of taking this whole situation in. And as he's sitting there, kind of thinking for a moment, Lorien will step in. Well, I don't really know how much you know about this city, but again, what Dal's saying is not necessarily wrong. Not many people here are looking to revolt or say revolution the city.
How about those looking to move up?
I don't really think you would find much of a resistance here in Scavenger City. People here are looking to escape or to sell and move on or to hide or to
No, but
not
somebody
many people
who,
here are looking to build a life, if you catch my drift.
No, but somebody that has been pushed around or treated unfairly because they're not as strong.
I mean, that's
Little people can cause quite a nuisance.
The only people that that's probably the poorest people in the city. A lot of the more rich people in town are more, how you say, greased pockets, huh? Pay their way? Sure. What's another thing? Basically, anyone who is under the protection of the Three Tails by coin exchange, for the most part.
He's very loud.
I can't help it. I mean, I talk through this apparatus. It's not my fault. But thank you for noticing.
But what you're saying is we take down the protection rackets. It's a lot of people that are suddenly very aware that they don't need those protection rackets, and maybe we can start pushing some folks to start doing more.
Certain amount of equilibrium instead of one force controlling everything.
I mean, to be honest, the only people here who would necessarily care that you were to, say, take out the rodents would be the people who are the ones making money with them in charge. For one, the casino. That is one that would definitely not be very appreciative of the Three Tails no longer being in power. Establishments such as like this one that kind of makes their money and pays their way for the Three Tails to leave them alone. I don't really think the poor people here probably would not bat an eye whether the Three Tails were here or not, to be quite honest.
Fair enough. Would you three be willing to help?
Big Al, Thavik, and Lorien all kind of look at each other, and Lorien, Mademoiselle, you saved all of us, and you saved my life in particular, which I know it looks like your friend got his new leg from the doctor, as he kind of like takes a little side gander over, but I mean, to be quite honest, I still feel like we're kind of in your debt a little bit, so and you'll hear Big Al kind of pop up. However, I mean, if we're going to be risking our lives to take down these here rodents, I mean, just fair saying, are we going to get paid for this?
Well,
I think they have a treasure room.
Done. Fair enough. How much of that are we talking here?
Well, depending on the person that we're
not sure what's in it. We
I
do
assume money.
have an inside man, so to speak, who wants first dibs, and to be honest, I'm not inclined to give it to him, even though we said we would. So we'll see.
Oh, you are trying to do the old okie dokie on him, huh? Okay.
And like I said, inside man, can't really trust him to begin with.
Fair enough. You are a little sneaky, huh?
You have no idea.
Oh, okay, all right. He'll take another big swig of his meat thriller.
I'm sneakier now.
Sure,
you're still
totally,
not
yes,
eating the dragon heart.
Huh?
You're still not getting the dragon heart.
Damn. Anyway, what's this next robot fight?
But what if he did eat it all though? Like,
No.
would it give him special? No, but like, what if it made him like?
No.
I'd probably, out of character, I'd probably just die. Anyway.
In character, they're like, but what if it powered up his leg, like Volt?
I just get like a super kicking leg.
I'm not saying it makes sense, but like, imagine though.
Without risking a bomb.
Speaking of the robot fight, as you guys are having this conversation, you will actually see the next opponents come out from this back door over here. The first one is the orange one, and then the green one. You'll actually see Hank as he sees the competitors walk out from the kind of like the back locker room area. He actually will. There you go. Walk into the ring as soon as I can, grab him.
I guess I'll watch the fight while we're talking, since I think I bet on the orange one. He's the tinier one, yeah?
Yes, the orange one is the tinier one.
Oh goodness, where to begin? Growing up in a bunker alone with only her father and her mechanical dragon, Misfit, Ilona Lewin often felt isolated and alone for the first 24 years of her existence. Forbidden from venturing into the apocalyptic wasteland she was told lay beyond the bunker door, she often dreamed of having her own adventures. After her father left one day and never returned, she had no choice but to leave home and was enthused to discover the world that she thought had been destroyed was so alive. There was so much beauty, so much wonder, so many new friends to meet, and Ilona wasn't going to waste any time. She set off with nothing but her father's coat and her mechanical best friend to find answers to so many of the questions she had. Did bees really have knees? What did the ocean look like? I wonder if there are actually fish larger than dragons, like I've read about. There were so many adventures to be had. So why had her father locked her away and kept her from knowing such a wonderful and magnificent place filled with so many great people? Ilona made friends with anyone she had even half a conversation with, but soon found herself closely bonded with a group of adventurers training to be part of the Glory Hounds, a marvelous guild that she had already accidentally sort of stumbled into, but she is officially a member. Probably. Choosing to stay with these gearhearts, Ilona soon began to learn that this world was not as perfect as she first thought it to be. So many friends in this world would lie and hurt people. There was a darkness to the world that even she couldn't avoid seeing. But never fear, this girl was raised on fairy tales, stories where monsters were always slain, good always triumphs over evil, and the heroes always stand victorious. It's going to take a lot more than evil plots and devious villains to make Ilona, regret ever leaving that bunker.
Freylost Akra has always been a strong-minded sort, even from his early days among the orphans abandoned at the gates of Grimjaw's compound. He was hand-selected to undergo training to become an elite shock trooper under the God, Tyr, to maintain order throughout the known lands. He maintained this reputation during his training, holding a standing record for returning other platoons as lost flags, as well as a record for the most successful captures on training missions and the most, disciplinary paperwork for refusal of orders. He was an excellent shock trooper with a bit of a mind of his own, and may have risen high among those of lofty ideals were it not for that day. That fateful day, wherein he was ordered to take part in the summary execution of a small village of reformed criminals for not more than seeking a better life than the one levied upon them by the prisons they had slowly broken free of. You see, while the rest of his squad saw hardened criminals, Freylost saw people trying to make the most of what they had, far away from any who could come to harm for it. While the rest of his squad fell too, Freylost fell away, off into the wilds until he hit a point where he could run no more, drifting off into sleep. In his dreams, he was made an offer, a chance to understand why the world behaved the way it did, why it could be so brutal, so unforgiving, and more importantly, how he could change it. All he need do was step away from his home and squad, and continue seeking power under the guidance of this new force. He awoke with an unfamiliar mask, an unfamiliar guide, and an all too familiar need to take action.
Well, hello there. Name's Jill Ashwood-Tick. My friends call me Jill. I'm a lizard folk, as you can plainly see, and this here is my introduction. I was born in what most Soskins called the Savage Swamplands. I, however, called it home, till I was run out for hunting too much. Bunch of bull. They were just jealous I was better at hunting than them. Where was I? Oh yeah, left swamp, yeah. I left the swamp. Eventually found myself in the company of some soft-skinned mercs. They needed some muscle. I obliged. Spent a long time with them. Grew fond of them. And then one day, they died. A rival company, the Red Buzzards, thought we were moving in on their turf. So, they killed all of them. Except me. Thought they could make a spectacle of me. So they sent me over to an arena to fight forever till I died. I wasn't happy with this. So, one day, during a really nasty riot, I snuck out and escaped. I got nicked on the way out though, so had to lay low for a few months while that healed. Eventually, when I was getting ready, I heard rumors of a new merc company opening up in Azeros, so I made my way there to hide myself among them, gather some strength and information so I can kill me some red buzzards. And that's how I met the Glory Hounds.
Oh hi, I was told to introduce myself. I'm Voltao, a 15-year-old storm chaser. My friends call me Volt. I got the nickname because I like storms. I know, shocking, right? Did I get that pun right? Is that okay? Is that good? Okay, good. Well, I'm from a small island named Akari in the Sea of Radiance. My home is known for elementals fighting off the coast every 10 years. I was on the beach for one of these fights, watching a giant snake made of clouds fighting a water elemental. After that, I was hooked. It made me want to become a storm chaser, so I headed to the mainland to see if I could find any other storms that aren't on my island. Some people tell me I get excited when I talk about storms, but what can I say? They're so cool. I really hope that I can find other people who like storms. Yeah, like crazy storms, like when the wind blows from a cold to a hot and makes a tornado that can destroy an entire village by just going through it. Wait, we're out of time? No, but it was just getting good.
Styx ain't had the easiest lives, but what he has lived through has made him the goblin he is today. He was born and raised in this tiny village situated in the forest that surrounds the Shadowvale Mountains. Life was peaceful until the night the heroes came to visit and threw his life into darkness. Alone and afraid in a world he didn't understand, he sought shelter in the only place he could find, the ruins he had heard about as a child, buried deep within the Shadowvale Mountain. Just one problem with that: the ruins weren't empty. The years passed filled with pain, fear and solitude until he was rescued by his now closest friend Kylar. This fateful day would change Styx's life forever. He was no longer alone in the world. He had friends, he had a family, he had a cause to fight for. Styx is now a blood hunter and a member of the Claret Order. those who fight against the darkness and the things that would use the darkness as a weapon. His training now complete, he has decided to travel and expand his knowledge of the world and the secrets it hides. Eventually, his travels led him to Lower Azaro and the guild hall of the Glory Hounds. Little did Styx know that this one act of accepting work would have such a big impact on his life. Styx now has some new comrades and new friends to explore the world with, and new ways to look at the world. He has found a talent for magic he didn't know about, and through this magic, his familiar, Acheron. The shadows of his past are once again looming behind Styx, but Styx knows he has friends to help him. He ain't alone anymore, and he ain't afraid anymore. He's still the same goblin he's always been, but one thing he knows for sure. It's true what they say, mate. What don't kill you can scar you for life. But the drink helps.
Persephone Sharonford Vanderoth Kearney de Renard III, 4th child of Viscount Zephyros de Renard, daughter of the House of Blades. At your service. But don't let my good breeding fool you. My family not only rules Theros with the other 3 houses, but we also control its military. As a child, instead of playing with dolls and learning how to arrange flowers, like my sisters, I studied combat and tactics with my brothers, and I was rather good at it. Then I discovered engineering and constructed my first firearm, Requiem. Life was going well, until I overheard my parents discussing an arranged marriage for me. Having already been thoroughly disillusioned about the bliss that is usually associated with marriage, I did the only thing I could. Claimed I was going for a long visit with Great Aunt Rosalind in Upper Azeros, took the longer route by land, and remained in Lower Azeros instead. I calculated it would be around 2 months before anyone showed up looking for me, by which time I would be long gone, a false name hiding my trail. Unfortunately, I miscalculated. Far too soon I heard that my eldest sister, Calypso, was in town looking for me. My miscalculation, father's choice and agent, and the sudden discovery that a band of thugs have been seeking to kidnap Calypso left me less than ecstatic. I had little choice but to reveal my identity to my new allies, and escort my sister back to the safety of our estate in Imbric, hopefully drawing out the brigands in the process. So far, things are going about as well as everything else lately.
Well, he'll probably lose, but it's fine.
Hank will actually, as he sees the competitors walk into the middle of the ring. All right, everyone, pipe down. The next pod fight is up before the main event. In this corner, wearing the green, Gadalith, the Destroyer. And you'll see this. There's actually kind of like a teenage kid over here, holding some sort of apparatus in his hands. And as you see him kind of do something with his hands down below, you see the robot in the middle. When he raises his arms up and down, you just see these 2 large clubs on the end. And when he raises his arms up and down, almost like pistons, like one goes like that. And in this corner, the challenger in the orange metal is Xanoit. And you see as over in the corner... over in the corner, the 2 arms are actually combined into one, but they cross in the middle, and you see this shrink, more like a kind of like a scissored apparatus to his hands. And he's like, "Okay, let the bottle bet begin." He just like runs out of the ring real quick and runs back behind the bar, and these 2 start to duke it out. You guys can keep talking while I roll a bot fight.
I hope the orange one wins. It'll be funny. Anyway.
Just by looking at them, can I get a good idea of which one has the better odds?
Well, the green one is sizably bigger, probably about a foot, almost 2 feet taller than the orange one. Mm-hmm. But as the fight does start, you do notice that the orange one has this interesting feature to its legs, where the green one is more of a bipedal in terms of it just has like the 2 legs, but the orange one actually has more of like a like 3 legs on each side, so you can tell it actually has a little more of like a crab quickness to it. So it has like this like side to side maneuvering around the green one. As the green one tries to like punch at it, it continues to roll around the outside with more of like these quicker, smaller crustacean like legs to it, and continues to like chomp.
Cool.
Bigger one seems bigger and stronger. Smaller one seems quicker and faster. If that makes sense. With that, yeah. Jesus, what the fuck? That is a weird roll. Okay, so as the fight begins, you see, as you guys are having this conversation, look towards the ring. Big Al's like, "Wait, shit! Did we put our money in?" He's looking over towards Frey. "Did you take the money up? I didn't take any money up."
Is it too late to bet?
Shit, I didn't take it up. No.
Shit! He kind of like runs over he just grabs that sack that you threw down, like runs over towards Hank. He's like, and you see him kind of talking to the bar.
I'll go over as well, and I'll put 10 platinum down on the little one.
10 platinum on the little one? Okay. So you
put 100 gold on that.
5 gold, 10 platinum.
Is Percy's drink still there?
50.
Yeah, I haven't touched it other than the one drink.
I'll just drink it.
Okay, cool. So, with those rolls, as you guys are putting your money down, Hank's like, all right, just get your bets in quicker next time. I did the whole announcement and everything, but all right.
Yes, but I like to see who I'm betting on first.
Well, that's kind of half the fun. You just kind of throw your bets in off we just got, okay, you see, like, as they're fighting on the inside, you see the gold one, as it's, like, crabbing along the side, its scissors chomps into the bottom, like, kind of, like, right above the knee area of the one leg of the green one. And as it does, it kind of like gets lodged in there, so it has a nice clean cut to it, but it does get stuck. And as it gets stuck, you see the right hand of the piston come down onto it, and just starts to beat down on the top of the gold one.
Oof. Oh, I drank Percy's drink. How does it taste?
To you with your ring on?
Awful.
With you with your ring on? So the quite opposite of the meat thriller would be, have you ever had a Jersey Turnpike before?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay. So basically what a Jersey Turnpike would be is when a bartender, you know those little like kind of like rubber mats that kind of like go all around the outside of the bar when they're pouring drinks and things like that?
Yeah.
Well, they get sometimes full with like little bits of alcohol throughout the course of the night, and at the end they have to dump it all out.
Awful.
Okay, so a Jersey Turnpike is basically all of that in a shot. So that's kind of what you're drinking. It kind of tastes like the floor sticks, if that makes.
People pay for that?
Yeah, it's like a gag drink. You give it to like drunk people and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not like actually on a menu.
It's what the bartenders send your way if they don't like you.
Yeah, or you just give it to really drunk friends as a prank. But anyway, so as you're drinking this down, you're like. It smells fine. Your smells are fine. It's your tastes that are all fucked up. So as you drink it, it's like liquid sewage, basically at this point. Stale alcohol and roll a Constitution saving throw, actually.
That's a 19 plus 3.
Interestingly enough, you hold it down though. It's not,
still tastes awful.
It's not enough to really get you drunk either with that kind of roll, but it's kind of like one of those things like where you drink it and the first initial slap isn't so bad, so you continue to drink, but it's like that extra second that you're already committed.
Yeah, I'm already committed, so I'm drinking all of it.
Yeah, right. You're going to drink all of it?
Yeah, might as well.
Fantastic. With that 22, we'll say sure. Okay, cool.
And
it's like since you just guzzle it down, it's not till the end where everything kicks in that you're like, oh god, But you hold it down. It was terrible. Back to the bot fight real quick.
All right. I believe in you, Orange. You got this. Oh. The green lose?
So
the
as
green
Green's
win?
punching down into it, you see the one controller on the outside. This is the kind of teenage kid that's controlling Green. The other one that's over here in the corner is like this little girl. She's like all of maybe like 10 years old. You see her frantically doing something on the other side of the ring, and you'll see that the orange one's scissors actually come out of the sockets, and the orange one pulls in its legs and rolls around, bounces off the ropes off to the side, and like catapults itself into the green one, knocking it over.
Nice.
The orange. As it's doing that, it like rolls on top of it, and as it starts to get back up, the leg actually falls off where the scissors had originally crunched in, and Green is really struggling to get up. Is there anything
it's prone. It's got advantage. Anyway.
I'll get advantage, sure. Okay, and then this one.
I'll eat the cup.
On this turn, Orange was just going to roll back over to its scissors and connects its scissors hands back in, and the crustacean legs pop back out. Green is like hobbling over to one side. You see the teenage boy on the side just like figuring out how to get his green guy back up, and it kind of like falls almost like its knees and is like now more of like a dwarven size, but still has its fists. So it's lost a lot of movement, but it does still have its fists kind of like turret formation almost.
Anyway, I eat the cup. How's that taste? Wait, what was the cup made of?
The stein that came over was made of wood and metal. It has like a wooden tanker to it with that metal kind of flip top to it. With that, it kind of tastes like with your ring on, eating the wood and the metal top to it with the beer on the inside. It kind of tastes like, you ever have like a root beer candy?
Yes.
Kind of tastes like that.
Cool.
You just like kind of crunch on a very big one though, since you're just crunching on root beer candy. You get the idea that every tankard in here is now like a root beer candy to you.
Ah.
Fair warning. Anyway, as the crustacean comes back over and tries to chomp like towards the neck area, the green one pops its piston up to catch it, and then comes back around with another piston shot.
Come on, Crabbo, you got this.
All right, how many?
I'm invested now.
One.
Because you said it was a crab.
3. Is that 5? That's 5. Okay. So as it grabs, the one piston grabs onto the scissor hand and starts to punch it, you'll see again the little girl off in the corner starts to press all of her buttons, and you see the scissors frantically start to snap, snaps off this piston side, and then combines them together in the middle to make more of a spear, and just jabs it right into the head.
Yeah!
And as she jabs it into the head, now takes the scissors and opens it, and the head splits off in two and pops off of the green one. And
yeah!
You'll see it go like this in the middle of the ring, holding its little crabby hands up in the air. Tink, 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 tink. The little teenage boy over here, and the slams its like controller contraption on the ground, and the little girl over here in the corner kind of looks around like. Very excited.
So Frey just got a lot of gold from Al there. Anyway,
well,
if I remember correctly.
Well, if you were listening to Big Al's advice, he said put money on the big one. That's what I put you down as putting money on, Frey. Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna listen to Percy's advice.
Yeah, but then what's his nuts took off of the cash before I could change the bet. So I mean, it ended up being orange after all.
That is true.
Sad.
So, with your
I bet on the winning
gold,
one, yeah.
What's that?
So yeah, I bet on the winning one with 50 gold.
Well, I put your money down on the green one because the green one was the bigger one. That's the one that Big Al was going to put the money down on, unless you told him different before.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought orange was the big one there.
No, green was the big one. Orange was the little one.
Okay. Yeah, no, I would have been on the big one because he's the one that put in the money, not me.
As soon as the head splits off, he looks over. Big Al looks over to us. He's like, "Oh shit, oh shit! I'm so sorry. Usually the bigger one always wins. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what that confangled thing with all the legs was. Oh man.
You didn't make your own gun, did you?
Yeah, so whatever we pull out of that treasury, you're giving me 50 gold out of it. For
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Okay.
You can roll that one.
Good luck.
One moment here. So the base is 20
shit.
for 3.
Yes.
Shit. Okay.
And from the nightmare,
I
it's an
will-
additional 2 for 35.
That is more than fair. More than fair. That's fine.
How much did Percy win? Because she bet so much.
So,
I'm
give a
just
little thumbs
gonna
up.
smile and then get up and stroll to the bar.
So, as you walk up to the bar for your payouts, the 5 gold you get 20, and the 10, what's it, 10 platinum?
Mm-hmm.
You get 40.
40 platinum?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So I have 25 gold now?
100 gold becomes 400.
So I have 25 gold now?
Plays out your bets. You have 20.
I have 20.
You get your 5 back plus another 15 for 20 total.
Gotcha. All right.
Congratulations. Not bad for a first time better. He kind of puts all the coin out there to you.
What's the next fight?
Won't be for a little bit, but that's the main event. You definitely want to stick around for that one. That's the big boys coming out. All these little fights are just to kind of get the crowd warmed up for the big bot fight towards the end of the night. So,
what colors are the last one?
Oh, well, let me check here. He kind of looks over. We have Zoidra, that is the gold one, and Burmug, which is the silver one.
I'll bet it all on silver.
Okay, all right. You want to put your 20 gold on Burmug?
Yes.
Like it.
It's just gold anyway. The money's never permanent. All right.
Anything for you, ma'am? Are you good? Or?
I'll wait till I see the contestants.
All right. Just you really need to just make sure you get them before they start fighting next time. That's all I'm saying.
I'll wait by the bar once you're heading up. That way I can catch you as soon as you're done announcing.
All right. Just have your money ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let that one slide because that was your first time. The first time I see you guys in here, so...
Maybe start putting pictures up.
What do you mean?
Of whoever's going to fight. Get sketches of what all of them look like and have them show the pairings.
Kind of sits down back behind the bar there. He, hold that thought. He walks over to one of the other patrons, kind of pays out their winnings and gives them a beer. Comes back over. Wait, why would I want to?
So that those of us that have no idea how this works and what the contestants even look like can have an idea of which ones we like.
It's kind of like scratches at his chin a little bit.
Or even just the names of the locals who have built them, so that those that know, oh, this tinker knows their stuff, they probably built a good bot.
You mean like marketing? I mean, like paraphernalia?
People betting. Yeah, you could do product as well. Only if you include those that make the bots in the profits. Do not screw them over.
Like advertising? I mean, I never really...
You don't really have to do much. Just have a board.
Well, I never really thought about it. I don't know. People come up that
Obviously.
say they want their bots to fight, and I tell them to go ahead. This used to be a fighting ring for people, but when I took it over from my dad, I was like, this is kind of messed up. People were really getting hurt. And I was like, trying to think about a lot of people come here because of the ring fights and stuff, but I don't want people to fight because, I'm kind of like I don't really like fighting, but I was like, I really like the excitement of it, but I was like, and I was like thinking, well, I mean, they have these bots and things, people can just have everybody to fight their bots.
What a nice bartender.
I mean, my dad never really advertised for the fights. I mean, lots of times it was just drunk people who wanted to solve a quarrel or something, but I turned it into this and people really seemed to like it, but I never thought of...
With people, reputations build. With bots that obviously are not likely to make it for a second round if they lose, you have to build up the reputation of the builder, or at least showcase what they look like.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
You got this. You get that natural 8.
You said natural 8? You were close.
Ah.
It was a 9 plus...
You're persuasive, right?
Fairly. 15 total.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe I could... I mean, I never really thought of it that way. I mean, I guess I could put some... I mean, it's really hard to get word out in the city.
No, you don't need to do that much.
Maybe posters, or I'm not a very good drawer. Do you know anybody who can draw?
No.
Well, we know someone who's got a draw.
A southern draw.
You don't even have to necessarily do posters, just a bulletin board in here so that when people come in, and they haven't seen these before, and they don't know any sort of information about the types of builds that fight, they can at least see ahead of time, oh, this one has this weapon.
But I like to do the announcing thing. I like to go in there and say, in
no,
this
that's
corner!
Fine. That's fine. But if we have a hint of what they look like ahead of time, then we might be more likely to bet. If I didn't have time to bet after I saw them, I wouldn't have bet at all.
Okay, that's an interesting concept. So you're saying if you do ahead of time more, you might bet more or bet or not.
Oh, yes.
Okay, now see, that's interesting. I like where you're going with that.
There's plenty of people in this town that know the machines. So getting an idea of what the machine has been built like.
But I still get to say, like, in this corner and stuff. Like,
of course.
Okay.
It doesn't replace the announcement. It's just a preview.
Well, you certainly give me something to think about. What's your name, by the way?
Percy.
I'm Hank. I own the place, but Percy?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Percy. You got good ideas. Okay. I'll tell you what. He kind of like reaches down and pulls out another tankard and pours something in it. Let me ask you this. I see you're over there with your friends and things. I don't want to hold you up for your friends. Do you think I should wear this? And he kind of like reaches down underneath the bar and puts on this like top hat with like a little ribbon in it. Does this make you look stupid, or should I wear this too? Because like I really have mixed feelings about it. I don't know if I should wear it or not wear it.
Does it look cheap or does it look quality?
Make a investigation since you're looking at a hat.
Do I get any kind of bonus because I'm from a high-class family and I know style?
It affects the DC, sure, but...
Okay. You said perception, right?
Investigation, but yeah.
Oh, investigation.
You have advantage, probably.
17.
Yeah, so this top hat is the equivalent of like a homeless person's top hat. Like it's got like the top kind of like crumps off to the side a little bit.
It's the hobo hat.
It's a hobo hat, yeah. It's a hobo hat.
The idea is sound, but get one that's a little better quality.
Oh, I mean, this was my dad's hat, but
it's been worn very roughly, obviously, and I point to like the crinkles and the rough patches.
But that gives it character, though. Right?
I would get it touched up first because it does look like it's been through the ringer.
Depends on the hat.
Yeah.
Is it made of leather?
Can be.
Not this one.
Okay.
Traditionally, top hats are made out of wool or felt.
Well, I can't do that. I have a better chance of making something look better with leather, but that's about it.
You should eat the hat.
A skin hat, just made of skins and hides.
Eat the hat.
All right, okay.
Eat the hat.
All right, so you're giving me a lot to think about. Here's one on the house. This is called Meat Thriller. Your friend got one earlier. I assumed you...
Do you have anything better? It's really my palate.
He kind of looks down. Well, I have... some basic ales and things. I have this, and he pulls out this bottle. It's like a clear bottle, kind of frost on the outside. It looks like a neon blue, almost like the liquid itself.
Do I recognize it?
Make a history check.
Okay. No, I don't think that's gonna be good enough. History 11?
You don't recognize it at first, but when he tells you the name is called Sapphire, you recognize it as it's a drink that you necessarily haven't had before, but you've heard about, like, your older siblings and things, where the blue coloration, Sapphire, and it starts off cold and then ends hot.
Okay. I'll just have a drink of that instead.
Oh, okay. He kind of takes the tankard off to the side and pulls out this little teeny tiny shot glass. Do you want to... Actually, you know what? It's a little better this way. And he takes out like a little bigger glass and pulls out to the side this large container, and when he opens it up, there's this ball of ice, very smooth and cylindrical, and when he puts it in there, it almost fills up the whole cup, but not necessarily enough that the liquid can't go in. And when he pours the sapphire on top, you see it slowly start to cascade on the side, and when it does, this slow little kind of frosted smoke kind of comes off the top of it.
Nice.
Full of good ideas.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm going to take it.
You hear him, like, as you walk away, he's like, posters. She don't like the hat, though. And he puts the hat back, like, underneath the bar with your keen hearing and highs and everything like that.
I'm going to take that, and instead of heading straight to the table, I'm going to go over to the girl. I'm going to say, that was amazing, and hand her a platinum.
Oh, my gosh. Oh. Thank you. Why are you giving me this?
Because you performed well and you deserve to get some upgrades.
When you say upgrades, her face goes from like already excited to like, thank you, and she just like picks up her robot, which like is like very large for her to hold, almost like medicine ballish in her hands, and she's just like, thank you. And she
don't let the boy encourage you now.
Platinum for upgrades on her robot. Fantastic.
It's like 100 gold.
I will remember that.
It's 10 gold. I'm hoping that she then starts to like rule this arena.
It just becomes a giant crab sponsor.
So as you go give her the platinum and come back to the table, Ilona will make it to the dwarf. Styx will make it back to Volt. Let's go there first real quick. So you come back to where the hospital used to be, and you see this large contraption where the train cars used to be. And at first glance, it looks like a very big rock where the train cars used to be. And at first glance, you're kind of looking around like, wait a second, did I turn wrong in a street? And you're like, wait, there are no real streets. No, this is it. You kind of look around. You see a really big rock. Volt, you look outside and you see Styx kind of looking around confused, maybe like 20 feet away from you, outside your dome.
I think Styx wants to go follow Ilona.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you were going back to Volt.
I was, but then I saw Ilona looking very distracted.
Oh, is that where you want to go?
Yeah. But,
you see this large stone, you're like, huh, and you try to track back to Ilona.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, let's go back to Volt real quick. Anything else you're doing in your rock, or you're just continuing to work on your gauntlets and things?
Oh, I'm going to finish this damn thing before we start anything.
Okay.
I'm determined now.
Okay. If you want to finish everything, it's probably going to go this whole 7 hours leading up. If that's what you want to do.
I'm gonna walk in last second with new tools. That's
okay.
Perfectly fine.
Go ahead and roll the Tinker's check for the gauntlet-y thingy.
19 plus 8, 27.
Okay, yeah, plenty of time then. Okay, there'll probably be right up to the witching hour there for going to meet up with the dwarf.
Dramatic endings.
Fantastic. Okay, so you're busy working around in there. Ilona, you walk up to the dwarf, and Styx is going to catch up to you. Okay, cool, fine. Ilona, you walk up, and again, you see the same tower that I described to Styx earlier. This smooth kind of black obsidian exterior to this building with these different luminescent neon configurations on the outside. I'll say maybe like 100 feet out or so, just to give you something to play with. You do see these two larger, rat-type creatures that you experienced down before out front. And you did have your audio-visual kind of going back and forth, so you would have seen that these doors look very, very similar to the doors that the dwarf passed into when you lost connection.
Okay. God, wow. This is gonna be stupid. Okay. I'm just gonna try to walk in.
Okay. Cool. So as you get maybe like 20, 15 feet or so, you'll see the two rat creatures look at you and start to approach you.
I'm always surprised by how much Alona just wants to die.
As you approach and you say hi, the one will actually kind of step out a little farther than the other one. Can I help you?
What was Dwarf Bastard's name?
I don't know. You tell me and I'll
No,
tell you
I'm
if you
talking about myself. I'm not.
If you don't state your business here, you're gonna have to
Give me a second, Kyle. I'm looking through my notes. Okay, they're a mess.
Yeah, but I really want to stab something right now, so you really need to hurry up.
I'm
a stabby kind of
mood.
mood.
Name down? Oh my god, I did not write his name down. What the fuck?
You can roll a history check.
I would love to roll a history check.
Okay, disadvantage because you take bad notes. I'm just kidding. Oof. That was a spear to your soul.
21.
You actually take great notes.
I take great notes.
A 21? You're pretty sure it was like Thurmund or Thurgund or Thurgond or one of those. You were also kind of really mean to him, so I'm just helping you out with that one. Plus, I don't think you really...
Alona would remember his name. Alona remembers everyone's name.
I just said it was like Thurgund or Thurmund or Thurgund or one of those.
He did have an accent.
Roll, and if you don't remember my name, it's not my fucking fault. Alright? You locked me in a closet. I don't care if you remember my name or not, you know?
Alright, well, this is gonna go terribly. I have a meeting with Fergus, and he told me to meet him here. Could you go get him for me? He didn't exactly... You know who I'm talking about. Dwarvish man. Very important. Very impatient. Doesn't like to be kept waiting. You know the one I'm talking about.
They'll kind of like look at each other. The one that kind of looks backward towards the other one and looks towards you. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
You're great at those, right?
No. I'm not. I'm really not.
11?
Oh, that actually almost would have been good, except for the dice went boop at the very end there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's no, meetings that we're aware of.
Does he tell you everything that he does?
What's your name?
Does he really? Sorry, my name's Alona.
Stay right here. Don't go anywhere. You'll see him kind of walk away and turn back and look at you real quick. And walks back towards the other one. The one that was talking to you, let me know when I catch up to her. Okay, cool. The one that was walking up to you is the one that walks in. You'll see the double doors open and close. The other one's just kind of standing there.
So, do you like this job? Does it pay well? Are you happy? Do you like it here? How long have you lived here?
He just slowly starts to backpedal towards the door. Just 5 feet.
Am I supposed to follow you, or am I still supposed to stay here?
No, stay there.
Oh, you can talk. You can talk.
Just stay there.
Wonderful. All right, no, I'm staying here. It's just
Do not approach.
No, I'm not approaching. It's just I have to talk a little bit louder now because you move further away.
No talking's fine.
That's awfully rude. Could I speak to your manager or something? It's not very polite.
Alona's such a fucking Karen. God damn it.
It's just I think you should be more welcoming to people that you know.
Hold on. You'll see as he backpedals towards the door and you say you want to speak to a manager, he goes, yeah, hold there, please. he just like walks into the double doors, and a moment later you see a different one come out.
Oh, hi! Yeah, no, I'm talking to you. You're the only one there. Literally the only one.
Hi?
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. See, this is what I'm talking about. So the young man or it's very hard to tell. I didn't actually get their name. The one that went and fetched you, the one that, I had spoken to, they were just very rude. They were very rude, not very welcoming at all. I'm just standing here trying to have a pleasant conversation.
Yeah, could you stop talking to me, please? I'm just standing here. I'm just guarding the door.
What? Are all of you like...
I'm gonna get in trouble. Please stop talking.
You get in trouble for talking?
Yes!
Well, that's absolutely terrible. Who instated that stupid rule?
Please stop talking to me! Just stay there!
What'd you do to pass the
Please
time?
Please stop! You're gonna make me nervous! He just walks back in.
We need to stop letting Lona go places by herself.
Make a perception check real quick.
This is fucking Jill saying that. Jesus Christ.
Styx is there, to be fair.
And half of his damage went off on her own,
Well.
so...
Oh my god, I'm rolling so terrible tonight. Jeez. 7.
You just barely catch a glimpse of the guy you were just talking to as the other doors open and close. He walks in. You see the other two standing there behind. And they're like pressing some sort of button to make the door close.
I mean, I'm not allowed to go in there. Yeah, they told me to wait here. You don't have to look so frantic.
A longer moment passes before the doors open again, and another one pops out. They're all different colors in like their fur and everything. So they're like one's a little darker brown, one's a little darker black, one has like a white spot here and there. But now another one comes out. Even with that 7, you barely see one of the other ones kind of like pushing him out the door as they push the button to close the door.
Oh, hi.
Oh no! Hi! I said I'm not supposed to talk to you! They told me not to talk to you!
No, it's fine. I've got the point. You don't want to talk to me.
You're freaking everyone out!
Does no one make small talk in this town? It doesn't matter. I'm waiting for someone. Are they on their way yet?
I don't know! Lenny just pushed me out here!
Lenny! Oh, Lenny!
Oh shit! Oh!
Hey,
oh god!
Lenny! So what?
Oh no!
If that's Lenny, what's your name? I just want to let the man that I'm meeting with know that you did such a stand-up job refusing to talk to me. But how am I supposed to do that if you don't give me your name?
Persuasion check.
Shit!
Just roll
Jesus
through,
Christ!
Just roll through guards.
So terrible. Crab, can you please just yell out high numbers before I roll?
Okay.
8.
I'll do it next time you
Fine.
roll.
But I'm waiting. Any updates on when he's supposed to be down?
You see Misfit now kind of chimes in like,
Yeah, I know.
Just see a red dot slowly go over Lona's forehead.
Then 2,
Magic
then
missile.
3, all in the chest. Like, oh god!
This is a magic missile gun.
It's absolutely ridiculous, Misfit. It's almost like they don't want the high-paying contract that I came here to initially start with them. I don't know what the deal is.
About this time after you've rolled through 4 guards, Styx, you're probably about 200 feet or so away when you see this rat out front shaking his head no towards Ilona, involved in some sort of conversation. You're not close enough to make out what they're saying, but you do see that Ilona's just like that.
Yep. I'll get to within a 120 feet of her and then message her going, "Having fun, dear."
You'll hear Styx just in your brain somewhere.
Alright, I will reply. I just think, once again, I want to say it's very rude the way that you've been treating me, but I will wait here until he finally comes down for our big meeting, because I was sent here to start a contract with him from my father, so...
Yeah, I get about half that message.
Just tell them to sort of pick up the pace here a little bit. I mean, time is of the essence.
Okay. You're probably going to wait down there for about, like, another 10 minutes or so in this awkward silence. When eventually the doors open up and the first guard comes out. The one that originally went back and talked to you initially to go find Thurgund. Yeah, he's a little busy right now. He said you're going to have to come back tomorrow.
Ooh, see, that doesn't exactly work for me because we agreed to talk today.
Yeah, but... No, but he said tomorrow.
Right, I'll just wait here. That's fine.
You're going to wait here till tomorrow.
I'll wait here, yes. Is there anywhere in the city that I should visit, you know? And I'll just start talking to them about random things.
Oh my god.
Roll a persuasion check, because this is the other guard now.
What's the equivalent of how's the weather
Roll a
been
12.
without weather?
Well... Oh, it's a 17. Plus 6, so 23.
I've lost track of what we're trying to accomplish here entirely.
I forgot to.
Look, I told him I was putting that spider on him that was going to be able to watch and listen to his movements, and he knew damn well that building was guarded, and he marched in there without letting us know. So he's up to some shifty shit.
Well yeah.
As tinkerers too, we would know that signals would go out if it's a lead, so much wood or steel, and wouldn't be able to transfer it out.
But I should still get blips when the door opens. I don't know.
Or it has like anti-scrying.
So the
If
first
it's,
guard,
like,
he
magical.
goes, well, actually, I mean, there's a couple good places to eat. The walk and roll's pretty good. It's like this traveling thing where the guy cuts up the food for you. That's always fun.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, there's the Kind Traveler. That's a nice place. Well, it's not really a nice place, but they have these like bot fight things that are kind of cool.
Oh, it's
and
such a lovely
stay there.
name.
Do you have a place to stay?
I mean, not yet, but you know, like I said, I will just wait here until, I mean, I'm sure he has to come out of the building at some time.
Oh, another fun place. He kind of sees your crossbow and everything. Arsenals, that's a fun place too. They have like weapons and things. Really nice Dragonborn fellow runs that place. Gosh, what else is there? Frank, he looks over at the other guard. The Jolly Tower. That's where you can go. Are you a gambler?
So much. Oh, my favorite thing to do is gamble.
Deception.
Roll a 10.
Oh, it's another 17. Keep it up, crap. Thank you. Deception.
17. Okay.
19 total.
Okay. Well, then you definitely want to check out the Jolly Tower. That's a great place where your wildest dreams can come true. You can make a lot of money there. Lots of gambling.
Interesting. What are some of
they race these animals? I don't know how like these really cool animals that you never seen before. They're kind of cool. And there's these things where you pull the lever and the things go round and round, and lots of fun stuff in there.
Fascinating. And I will just keep talking to this guy until either the dwarf comes out or the rat guy gets in trouble, and then I'll go pester another guard. Okay. I'm just gonna keep pestering them until somebody comes out and lets me talk to the dwarf.
And there's this other place. Do you travel a lot? You ever been here before? You travel the world, or are you a world traveler or anything? Or?
Only everywhere.
I could tell that about you. Jimmy Jack's Jack Shack. You want to check
Jimmy
out
Jack's
one more time. Jimmy Jack's Jack Shack.
That is fascinating.
It is.
Tell me more.
They have they sell airships there. Really cool.
Oh.
They fly around.
They sell airship. You know, I had an airship just randomly attacked by gargoyles.
Wow.
Wait, you weren't on that.
No, I wasn't, but she heard you guys talk about it, so she's just trying to keep the conversation going.
Okay.
Saw the
She's
aftermath,
heard the story,
so.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Really? No kidding.
craziest thing, right? Just absolutely insane. And I've been looking for a new airship ever since. I can't believe that they just sell them here. That's magnificent. You have been so... What's your name?
Hold on.
This guy seems really nice. I can't wait to kill him.
I know. I feel kind of bad. I'm getting attached.
Oh, man.
So what happens when you talk to people instead of murdering them? You get attached.
Well, you know, Ilona's not perfect.
Yes, she is. Shut your mouth.
Right, so, my name's Carl. This is Frank. You already met Lenny. You scanned the pants. You actually scanned the pants off of Lenny. He doesn't want to talk to you anymore. I don't know why. You're very easy to talk to.
That's what I think. Thank you. I talk to myself all the time. You know what? I've never had a complaint.
I wonder why.
Oh, and you, the other guys, that was Dave.
Ah, Lenny and Dave. Well, maybe after they
Carl.
see us.
This is Frank.
Yeah, no.
You met Lenny and Dave.
Right, no, so just like, you know, saying it out loud so I can associate their name with them is all.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely wonderful.
You rolled like a 20-something on persuasion. I rolled a 1 on the insight. So he's just telling you everything that he knows now.
So, tell me, how long has this building been here? Because it's just absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, we take pride in our headquarters here. Yeah, it's been here. Oh gosh, what do you think now, Frank? Like 10 years or so, something like that. Maybe give or take a little bit. He's like, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just
chatting up with 2 fucking were-rats outside of the fucking three-tailed.
I'm just fascinated.
Okay.
Fascinated with you know, architecture and structure of buildings. Is there any way that I could sort of get a tour while I wait? I mean, I promise not to touch anything, and I don't have to see any of, you know, the top floors, anything like that. But you know, even just like a quick walk around, you know, the back, just like sort of inside the perimeter. I just want to get a nice, good look at the building itself. You know, just for inspirational purposes. I'm working on a couple of projects.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
You push your luck so much. Roll a 10.
I know. Oh, thank you, crap.
Again, Styx, you're just far out enough so you can't really hear much of this, but I mean, you do see he's kind of like, you see the one where we're kind of like pointing at certain things, like in general directions.
I'm just going to wait while they're distracted and find a little hidden corner, then do what I said.
Yeah, I rolled a 27. So.
Oh my fucking god!
Wow, really? I even rolled pretty high for the rat too. Okay. What is happening? Okay, so you want to look like which one? That one?
Yeah.
All right.
That's so good.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right. In the course of this conversation, I know it takes 10 minutes, but it's you're probably not going to pop it off before what happens that's coming up. It's still going to be mid-casting, is what I'm saying. If that's what you want to do.
Oh, the cast is instant. I'm just waiting for it to be.
Oh, I thought you were doing the 10-minute one.
No, I'm waiting 10 minutes while she's talking and rambling on, and then casting it.
Oh, gotcha.
While she's got them distracted.
All right. Well, you need to tell me when you're walking up, because as they're talking and Ilona persuades this guy, he goes. You'll see Carl look over towards Frank, and he goes, "Yeah, we're not really supposed to do this, but you're so nice and again very easy to talk to." Oh, come on,
it's me.
Maybe we can take you around the first floor, maybe. But you did say you wanted to meet with third one, so okay, come on, real quick though. You can't be in there too long.
As they turn around, I'll come out and catch up.
Okay. You'll start to see them walk around, and they're only like 10 feet from the door, though. Yeah, man, you're not gonna really make it till they get there, unless you're gonna run. How fast can you run?
I can run like 30 foot. Yeah, my speed's 30, so I can jog up.
Bonus action dash. Well, you're not mine.
So what happens is as they say this, they're gonna take you in, Ilona. Mm-hmm. All right, and I mean, Styx, by the time you get there, you're probably all of like 6 seconds behind them. So as they're going in and closing the door, you'll actually see Dave and Lenny come out as Carl and Frank go in with Ilona, and the doors close.
Yeah.
And that is the last time we saw Ilona.
It'll be fine.
I'll just.
She died 2 sessions ago.
Be fine.
Okay, and as you approach, you're gonna see Dave and Lenny kind of look towards each other. Boss?
Yes. Open the doors. I'm expecting somebody.
Wait.
I can travel around as much as I want to. Just open the doors.
I'm expecting somebody. That's great.
Jeez Louise.
Go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage because you look like the dwarf, but we gotta see if you sound like him.
This is an absolute disaster of a plan, and I'm here for it.
We had a plan.
It's our typical plan.
It was a horrible plan, but it was our plan.
This will help, maybe.
15.
We're gonna get a little bit of insight.
18 total.
So Dave is fine. He actually like turns like he's gonna start to touch the button, and you'll see Lenny actually go, wait a second. Did we just see you when you just came like 20 minutes ago? What?
Yes, I put something inside and then I left. Then I came back. There's more than one way into this place. I know. So just open the doors. Why are you questioning me? Just open the doors.
As we pan back over to the bar.
Oh no.
So the bot fight's over. Percy just paid the little girl a platinum, and she ran off. Oh, I gotta write that down. I just forgot. You said 1 platinum, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
Whew.
So the bot fight's over. Everyone's kind of settled down. Some of the patrons are going back to some of their drinking and other conversations. What do you guys want to talk about at the table? So, I mean, what's the plan? You're just going to storm in and take the rodents out? That's the plan. You have an inside person, you said, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna lead us to the back door, probably. Or they're gonna betray us and we kill them.
I thoroughly expect a betrayal. Not necessarily right away. He'll probably lead us into what he thinks is a trap. But if we have 3 aces up our sleeve...
You'll see Big Al kind of look around like... All right, go on. You meant us, right? I mean, I did the math there.
Yes.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
3 aces should turn the tide.
Alright. I'll play along with this little scheme here. We get into the building.
Mm-hmm.
That's phase 1, because that place, as far as I understand, is locked up like a safe. I mean, there's no getting in or out. The front doors are pretty much impenetrable to get into. That's like the only access point. So we're just going to charge the gates. That's
few
it.
Ideas. I've got a few other ideas, actually. Do you know if they happen to have any sort of magical defenses? Or the means to stop magic from working?
I mean, to be honest, none of us have ever been inside the building. We just
but no
heard
rumors.
Stories. What's that?
No rumors?
Not really.
Good, that probably means they don't have it. And I'm just going to use my hat to change my hair color quickly and then back.
Wow.
I use my hat to turn into a human man's.
Okay, what is happening here? Why is everyone changing into different things? What is going on?
Magic.
I move my hand like I'm gonna take the mask off as a joke, and he's like, "No, this doesn't come off."
That was hilarious. I see what you did there. That was You were doing the thing.
I turn back into myself.
You'll see him go, just kidding, I can't take this off either or I'll die.
Oh shit, so like you'll die if you don't have that. I thought it was just like part of the whole, like...
No, it's all together. I need this to live.
That sucks.
Yeah, alright.
Do you see the joke now of me acting like I took it off? It was...
Yeah, I mean, I
thought
get
it was
the joke.
pretty
It was,
funny.
it was kind of like the same as mine. It was a good joke.
I don't usually make jokes, so...
Oh, no, it was good. You should make jokes more often.
If I landed that or not.
Oh yeah, 100%. It was great.
Insight check. Are you being persuasive or deceptive? I roll pretty high, or I just go along with it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely deceptive.
Okay, good. I like it. I'm gonna have Veyron roll for that one.
Okay.
A natural 1. That's fantastic.
Why
Thanks,
is
buddy.
Veyron rolling?
For reasons.
You could just be saying that to screw with you. You know that, right?
So, Veyron rolled a 1. You don't really tell much of a facial expression with Thavik because, again, mostly it's just eyes. This whole apparatus kind of covers most of his face, which you should know because your apparatus covers your whole fucking face, so no one ever knows what you're looking like. But you can definitely see him kind of squint his eyes at you. And if it was a bad joke, you could just tell me. You don't need to lie straight to my face. I've never told a joke before.
No, man, like... Right,
I mean, it's okay. I'm not like stand-up comedy or anything. I just thought it was funny because you did it, so I did.
Right. No, I mean, I'm not...
I mean, if it was a bad joke, just tell me. I thought we're all friends here.
Okay, all right. You know what? Fine. Yes, it was a bad joke, but I wanted to encourage you to tell more because you get better at doing
Well, now
things
you're
if you
just
do it
hurting my
more.
feelings, telling me it was a bad
God
joke. I
damn
don't
it.
understand.
All right. You know what? I'm done with this conversation.
Is the next fight yet?
No, not yet. All right, so one more time. Your plan is to infiltrate and then what exactly? Just kill everything we're looking at until we run out of things to kill, or what's the plan?
Yes.
Well,
We've got an idea.
All right, that's
leadership,
fine.
maybe.
I just didn't know if that was a plan or not.
Since we've learned that not everyone under the domain of the rodents voluntarily joined.
Oh.
I would like to give them a chance to leave, to give up their affiliation, and that'd be the only way they live. Our main target is Harley, and there is also potentially a prisoner that we need to release.
All right, well that's good information to know. So it's not just a smash and grab. You want to search and rescue too on top of all that, or am I getting all this right? Am I understanding the concept here?
A friend of ours has a friend that was taken by the rodents, and I would like to help him out.
To be fair, I just wanted a robot leg, and then they said they had relations with some people I hate, so now they have to die.
Well, that's pretty much how that worked too. Yeah.
All right. I mean, that is pretty straightforward. That's a good place to start.
Yeah. I mean, if they do say they want to quit, then I guess they can live.
And just so I'm clear, y'all said you want to do this like sooner than later, like as in today. This is
Yeah, we're doing it tonight. In about
how
long has it been?
So no real time for preparations or recons or like just mosey on in there and just kill shit and save somebody, right?
Unfortunately, events elsewhere have hastened the timetable.
Yeah, we have to go back someplace. Anyway.
Threat in the town we were just in. My hometown, to be
Come to think of it, as I'm looking around here, so it's the three of us and the three of you. That's
oh no, the rest of us.
No. We got the other guys coming too.
They're making certain preparations and recon.
He'll look at you.
We are recruitment and supplies.
The rest of our team is so good at their jobs, they wouldn't do anything to fuck this up.
Right. All right. Well, that's good. It's important that you have the right people
machine.
assigned to the right project. That's good. That's smart thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Definitely nothing's going on right now that would fuck this completely up.
Fantastic, because I hate to lose our element of surprise. You said we had an inside guy, right? I mean, that seems like
he like specifically told us at a time that we'd be meeting, and like we should wait to meet up with him until then. 'Cause he's got some preparatory stuff to do. So
Yes.
No one ever.
Don't worry, no one's gonna risk that
right now.
I don't trust that he's not going to betray us. So.
Well, is that not the first thing we should all be thinking about? I mean, is that you trust this feller who works for them to not trap you? So let's just fast forward in fortune tell and say, "Oh my gosh, surprise, surprise, it's a trap."
Well, now see the thing about a trap. Here's the thing about a trap, though. To make it like a worthwhile trap, it's got to be something relatively enticing, at least by appearance. So part of that would be something that would actually get us inside. So by the very nature of setting a trap, they would be, showing us a weakness. And if we come in stronger than they expect, we come out of it better.
Also, if that guy does betray us, he's a wizard, so get up close and smack the shit out of him.
That is not really my thing. I like to be as far away as possible and shoot stuff. So that's more.
I mean,
him.
that works.
He points over towards Stavik.
All right, Stavik.
That's more of what I do. Yes.
He's a short man, a dwarf, I guess. I think. Always hungry or something. Anyway,
really likes food.
Make sure you stick close to him, and make sure if he tries to cast anything, you smack the shit out of him.
I mean, if he even lives long enough to do that type of shit.
Well, we got surprised on him last time because he didn't expect me to smack him, but
yeah, we did sort of beat the shit out of him.
All right. I couldn't help but just kind of take all of this in for a moment. So, if I'm to understand the plan, yes, we are going to trust this man to get us in the front doors?
Back door.
The back door. Do you know what this said back door is, or?
He wouldn't say anything, and we were running out of time, so I had to.
Okay.
And it's a plan. I wouldn't exactly say we're trusting him.
More like he'll get us inside, and we'll just take care of things from there.
The plan is that he'll get us in, but I'm not.
If that don't work,
my breath.
we can try the front door.
I cannot help but think that we're all going to die in this.
I mean,
no offense, mon ami, but this is not. I will risk my life for you. That's to pay off the debt for saving my life. I don't necessarily know if this is the best way of going about it. That's.
As I said, I have other plans. And
okay, what are those? Because they might sound much better than what we're doing.
Well, one of them
My French and Russian
is...
are mixing together. It's weird. Anyway,
yeah.
I had to keep saying "Sacre bleu," and then I get right back into the French. See how you do that?
One of the plans is to scout ahead of time to make sure that just getting in the door is not a trap. I can look like not just me with a different hair color. I gesture over to the croc that now looks like a human.
I turn back.
I can add whiskers and a tail too.
I mean, this all sounds like a very interesting evening for another time, but
oof.
I don't understand how that's going to help us get into the building. Sacre bleu!
The rodents, the ones with actual whiskers and tails, do they get
but are we
interrogated?
But we all do not have the magic hats.
Oh no, not everyone. Just one or two people go in disguise, just to make sure there isn't a trap around. and the others meet our ally, and we'll go from there. We also have a little friend who's very, very sneaky. Could probably sneak in without the disguise and never be seen.
You mean to tell me that little green varmint's still with your group?
Watch your tongue.
Do we really need to reprise this whole conversation?
Well, I'm just saying.
I have to ask, what is your problem with the little guy?
I've run into his type before, and they were not the most pleasant of folk, if that rings any bells.
And I've
for
run
you.
into plenty of men who are the same way, and I'm not taking it out on you.
To be fair, most people I meet are kind of awful.
I mean, to be quite honest, I trust that big fella over there way more than I do the little green one.
He hasn't done anything thus far to us. He's usually very helpful.
So far as you know. You just said he's sneaky.
I mean, I'm not sneaky.
Well, no offense there, big feller. You are huge. It'd be really tough to do that.
If you want the reward at the end of this, you have to trust them long enough to get there.
Well, like Lorian said, we still do owe you a pretty heavy debt for helping us find our friend. Just keep him away from me, that's all I ask.
Then put aside your damn prejudice.
Can't you just make him look like something else for while we're fighting, then I won't think about it? Won't you have these magic hats? Make him look like something else. That I won't even know
First of
he's
all,
there.
the one wearing it is the one that activates it, and none of us control the others.
The sticks
Got
have a
this
hat.
whole thing of like free will, so
He's not a pet, he's not a minion, he's his own person. And to be frank, he's more intelligent than you.
Oof.
Roll an intimidation check there, Percy.
Roll a 20.
Oh, please. Please, 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 please.
You should have said a middling number. Damn it. Oh well.
13? Shame my dragon mark doesn't give me any kind of bonus on that.
On intimidation?
No.
He says, he'll listen and he'll say, all I'm saying is just keep your little green pal away from me. It will be fine.
And as I said, he has his own free will. If you don't want him near you, you can keep to the back.
I don't mind that as long as he's in front of me, then I know where he is.
And if you take any pot shots or any sort of aggression against him, I will stick one of my grenades right down your throat.
He'll just sit there and let the tension build for a little bit. Sacre bleu! All right, everyone. I think we need to just take a little bit of the chill pills, as they call it. Just all on the same team, yes? Even just for a brief moment to get this done, yeah? And then we talk about what happens with afterwards, huh?
Alright. Look, I just want to kill all them red-busted bastards. We're fine.
Sacre bleu. There we go. See, there. Back to the plan, huh? I'll tell you what. Why don't I take me and my compadres out of here for you all talk to your friends, come up with a better plan, and just know you have the Dingus boys to help, okay? And
What about shopping and the tour?
if we live, depending on the plan you come up with, my dear, we will shop afterwards.
Oh, but
All right.
it might be supplies that we need. I could use some new hardware for my gadgets. I could use some more ammunition.
but I'm pretty well set, honestly. I'm just gonna like be hitting shit with what I already got. So
same.
Same. Yes, it's much easier life this way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think perhaps it'd be best if I get Big Al out of here before tensions get even hotter. Yes.
Yeah.
Fair.
Meet us at the mine entrance in about 6 hours.
Fair enough. And they will stand up from the table. Big Al's demeanor changed a bit. Not only one that they're leaving for the last bot fight, but conversation between him and Percy. And how much money does Lorian have? Hold on. Let's see. I don't know. It's better than nothing. As they're leaving, he'll turn around and say, unfortunately, this is all I have on me, so I don't know if this will help or not, but I'll see you a little later tonight, yes? And he puts a bag of 20 gold on the table. That's all he really has on him right now.
I'll just place my hand on his. Thank you so much. That might make quite the difference.
Write that down.
Succubus. Anyway.
20 gold. Okay. Volt, you're working. You're doing stuff. You're clanking away. You're making things. You doing anything else while you're in there?
Nope. But I just realized that everyone left, and if I have to get to that mine shaft alone, this is going to be fun.
Don't worry, we're coming. Oh, you can't hear me. Ignore me.
I'm also in the room.
Your Bubbles is kind of just crawling around every now and again, helping you with little things, holding things, but for the most part, just working away, huh?
Yep, asking homie for permission on every tool because apparently he's in charge.
Ha!
Which
a little salty.
Just like solemnly nod.
Nope.
After taking a moment to carefully consider.
Yeah.
So, as Volt busily works away in the his tiny hut workbench area, Percy and Frey and Jill are waiting for the final mech fight, bot fight for the evening, before meeting up with the gang for the final push on the Three Tails. Ilona walks up into the Three Tails headquarters and manages to find a personal tour via Carl and Frank. And Styx walks up in Thurgun's attire and tries to convince them to let him in. And as they're standing there, looking for a moment, questioning not only the mannerisms and the voice oculation, is that a word? They get very confused and start to look at you. You see them both after a moment. You!
Well,
what's your business here? And they both put their hands down towards their swords.
Disengage.
Bye.
Just like, well, shit, this ain't gonna work. Bye. And then just disengage and run.
Hey! Come back here! And they're just gonna start to run after you. I don't think they have a very high speed, so eventually they'll probably give up if you're running and dashing and things. But they'll probably follow you for the first 2 rounds.
Yep.
But after a while they'll stay out! And walk back to the doors. Ilona.
Into the fucking lion's den.
All right. So I'll pull Kayla's token up so that she can see what's going on.
Oh my god.
At least you should get information if she lives.
So Ilona.
What is that?
I know, right? Ilona. Hold on, let me find your pals here. Just walking into the fucking headquarters, huh? All right. Well,
I mean, me and Carl we got a good thing going.
Yeah, no, I get it. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. That's why. Duh, Kyle. Duh. There we go. I got it. So Ilona is over here. Ilona has Trusty Misfit with her. Copy. Get you back over here. You can see what you're seeing, right?
Yeah.
You can see all that? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And so this guy and this guy. So when you walk in, again, I couldn't find anything that has like the actual double doors, so this is your double door entrance. Okay. Okay. So when you walk in here, as you can see, it is very different from the outside in terms of, again, Scavenger City is very dark and again covered by the mountains, so there's really no sunlight. There's a little bit of natural sunlight that comes in, but not enough to really make a huge difference. But once you come in here, it is this bright luminous room. Again, you see some of the same colorations as you did on the outside with the purples and the blues and the pinks, but the only real main color that you see in here is this blue glow illuminating up off the floor. And Jill, you had a question?
Aren't we in a giant cave? Where's the sunlight?
So in this the city is inside of the mountain, and there are these areas where you guys originally came in through a tunnel, but there are these areas where the airships come in as well. So again, there's it's not a lot by any means necessary, but there is just this little bit of natural sunlight that comes in where it doesn't illuminate the city by any means, but there is that little smidge. For the most part, anything in Scavenger City that gives off any kind of illumination is just the buildings and shops and houses and things like that.
Gotcha.
It'd be like if you put a dome on top of Las Vegas, if you want to put it that way. Just
be very smoky.
Just natural light, just all the time. The city that never sleeps kind of feel. So as you walk in here, Ilona, in this room is again the first floor. You can make a perception check if you like.
Crab.
What?
I'm rolling.
Oh, 10.
Yeah. Okay. This is a good system. It works for some weird reason. Perception 18.
and then an Arcana check, please.
5.
What have you done? Brad just said 5. It's not a 17, but it's not terrible. 23.
Look, it doesn't matter what I say.
Yes, it does. Just say that.
It's a random roll.
Has in the past.
Here's what I'll say. When you walk into this room, it kind of takes a moment because, again, you're standing on it as opposed to having the aerial view that you have on the map. But as you kind of walk around on the inside, it's odd that this first floor to the building is open. There's really no other people in here walking around. It's just all these weird sort of drawing or signatures on the ground. And as you kind of walk around a little bit, you notice that it makes this very large arcane symbol on the bottom. And as you're walking around, they're like, "Oh wait, just hold on. You don't stand in any of the circles directly. Just walk around the outside."
Ooh.
And they'll kind of walk around the outside of the circle with you, with your Arcana check. And there's, again, being an artificer, you have this interesting connection between science and magic. And you, although have never actually made a teleportation circle yourself, you get the idea by looking at some of the alchemical formulations of the ruins and things that when they say about not stepping on the circles, you don't necessarily know what or where they will take you, but you get the idea that all of these circles in here lead to another destination. It's a little, even with that 23, it's a little out of your scope to see how exactly it works, but you've seen enough through your travels that you get the idea that this is some sort of interesting, very large teleportation interface.
Is it only the big circles that go places, or all the little ones too?
Even with that 23, you wouldn't really know.
Okay, that's fine. Well, this is everything that I was hoping that it would be. You know, I'm actually I've like a little side business of, building things for people. And I have this friend who's actually working on building a super secret layer base sort of thing in another city very far away. Anyway, the point is,
we don't like to call it a lair because it makes it sound like we're bad. Is it just the headquarters?
Oh, of course. I totally get that. Well, that's what he's wanting. This isn't like an evil
lair or anything.
No, of course not. I would never think that you're evil, Carl. Come on now.
All right.
I'll kind of like nudge him jokingly, but he is building a headquarters, and I would absolutely love if you could just sort of give me an explanation on how this is built. I mean, obviously this is the ground floor, but underneath is where, and just sort of, I'd love to know the organization of this place because it seems so well put together that I think that he would be very interested in hearing about it, just for sort of inspiration.
All right, you can roll another persuasion check for that.
Sure. I'm so scared of all my dice.
I forgot to say something.
Okay.
6.
Well, I rolled an 18, so thank you.
Good job.
24.
24. Nope. What am I doing?
I don't know.
What am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? There it is. Okay, cool. Where did my thing go? Anyway. So with the 24, he'll explain to you that, okay, so you see, the way this works. Now, I'm no, hoobly doobly or anything, but the big circles go to different floors of the tower. The middle one goes to the bosses, so you definitely don't want to step on that one.
Right.
Right, and there's a couple other ones that I don't necessarily know where they go. We're only allowed to go to certain floors of the tower. I don't know where all of them go though.
I mean that's very fair. But in terms of
basically like this one, and that one, and then the middle one.
Okay. Fascinating. I think that's very brilliantly done. In terms of the actual building itself, though.
Yeah, but I didn't do it or nothing. I don't know how any of this works.
Oh, I mean, just the fact that you can remember all of that is just wow, so exciting. In terms of the building itself, though, I mean, what sort of if there were a fire that was blocking the front door, how would you get out? Because that's the problem that my friend is currently having building his headquarters.
Oh, well, I mean, some of these go to, I don't know which ones. They don't really... Come to think of it, Carl looks over towards Frank. Why did they tell us where the escape ones were? Why don't we allowed to know which ones they... I don't know. They never told us. They just... Hey, wait a second. They're all kind of like looking at each other like, why did anyone ever tell us which ones are the escape ones? And like kind of look around.
I think that is a good question. And you know what? I think that is unfair of your boss to not let you know. I think you should go on strike tonight.
Yes. Unionize.
All right. I'm going to need another persuasion check for that. But I gotta roll something.
Come on, not 20.
I mean,
roll 12. Roll 12.
When you really think about it, I mean, what is the Three Tails without its workers?
I mean, seriously. God, what is happening there?
Please roll low. What'd you get?
Persuasion.
Uh-huh.
It's a dirty 20.
A dirty
20.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Come on. This would work out so well.
It would be perfect.
Well, why isn't this... I'm just doing one quick thing here, and I don't understand why it's not working. Oh, it did work. Never mind. Sorry. So, as you're saying that, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like speak to upper management or something? I mean, that is
not necessarily speak to upper management. I mean more just don't show up. Just leave on your shifts. Because if that's the thing, if you get everyone to leave, who's going to come after you? And if they kill all of you, who are they going to replace you with? You're irreplaceable, all of you. I think it is your right to demand that you be treated with respect and that your safety concerns be met. And I think that the way to make them notice that is not to talk to upper management, it's not to send a letter, because that never works. Just don't show up. And then they'll start freaking out and panicking, like, oh, what are we going to do? We need them. Whatever will we do? And then, of course, they'll fold to your demands.
Yeah. Go on strike.
My God.
That is kind of bullshit that we, when there was a fire, how are we supposed to even get out of here?
Right. It's ridiculous.
Everyone else can just escape, so we can't escape?
Absolutely insane.
I got he doesn't, never mind. I was like, I got a wife and kids. He doesn't.
do you, Carl? Do you really?
No, I don't. That's just a thing I heard. No.
Well, when you find them, I'd love to meet them.
You're right, though. This is bullshit.
And you know what? No time like the present. I say you spend the rest of the day speaking to your colleagues and rallying them up and getting them in your favor, and then tonight at midnight, you just all walk away and leave.
You'll see Carl look at Frank. And Frank's gonna look over at Carl. And he kind of like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go tell Lenny. You're gonna see like the one rat like walk out and you'll just see him disappear through the doors.
Yeah. Go tell Lenny and Dave and everyone else. Honestly, I think that this has been a very successful tour, and I can leave if you want to go ahead and start on this, because it's going to take quite a lot of time. You should probably get started on it, so I can leave if you want, so that you can focus on yourself for once.
What happened? What happened? Please tell me right now.
We're starting a movement.
Did you just crit on persuasion to the other rats?
Oh.
Kyle, what'd you roll?
So, as you're saying... What the fuck? As you're saying all this about going on strike, rallying the troops, this is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
And Carl walks out. You're still in there with Frank. Really, really peppering Frank up. The doors open and close. And you're like, I've had a great tour. This has been a great time. It's been a lovely evening. I'm going to go. The lights on the inside start to glow.
Uh-oh.
Immediately beelining for the door. Immediately. Not even looking.
And in a flash, you see this dark-clothed woman appear out of the middle.
Oh.
Very reminiscent to the woman that you saw Thurgood talk to through your spider. From before. And as you go to walk to the doors, they don't open.
Alright.
And she says, "Are you leaving so soon?" And that's where we'll pick it up next time.
Good attempts, Lolona.
The rat is
it was so
petrified.
Close. We were so close. That would have been so great. Are you kidding me? No.
Oh,
the
God.
rat, as you look over, looks petrified. And just so you guys can see how fun this is.
Oh, shit. Well, I'll make a new character for next week.
Well, don't worry. She's just gonna hold you hostage.
Just so you guys can see in the Gearhearts chat there. What the fuck, dude?
Bullshit.
Oh, is that like a luck dice? Uh-oh.
No, I rolled a D-roll100 to see if she was going to show up or not.
Oh. Roll20 hates me. It actively
really
fights
does.
against me.
But anyway, hey, thanks everyone for watching. I wanted to play a little bit longer since we got started a little bit late. So I know it's been 2 weeks since my players have gotten to play. So I wanted to get a whole bunch of fun stuff in. So hopefully you guys are watching what you're seeing. We'll be back next week to see what the is going on with this. God damn it. But I love it. Thanks everyone for watching Fates and Fables, Gearhearts Rising. And we'll see you next week. Bye everybody. Stop this real quick. And